We don't
You
see
get a
it.
call.
We don't
We don't
see,
see-
yeah, we see the ante now.
Really?
It's
Let me go back
froze.
to this.
It's
Oh, you know what?
frozen.
Hold on, I
bro.
think- Let me reshare this. Your screen share is paused. Why is it paused? Let me try that one more time. I don't know what's going on. All right, you see it now?
We see the screen.
See the
Okay.
screen, I see the pocket eight.
Yeah, we
There
see
There we
it.
go.
Yeah, we see
Yeah,
it.
I don't know what happened. Sorry, guys. So I bet small, I get called, turns double paired 10.
I think we check back on the turn.
Check.
So I
Yeah.
bet it.
Yeah, I mean, small blind's gonna have aces, he's gonna have tens, he's gonna have pairs between
But,
tens,
The
like jacks.
10 pairing is bad for you because he has more tens than you.
Yeah. So this is an earlier tournament. I don't have a lot of memory of
Because he called
every
fold.
hand. I don't like that play either. Okay,
I
so
probably
that's
would've-
that.
I mean,
That's
I
the-
over checked back to the small blind, so I'm sure I would have checked there a lot. I think it's a mistake. Honestly, I think I'm supposed to
You know,
see that way more than I
the-
do versus small blind.
Small blind has a lot of ace X, so be careful there.
Yeah,
Yeah, we don't get to bet like,
they
Okay,
actually
versus
lack
the
a
big
lot
blind.
of Broadway stuff though, cuz that's where they pull all their three bets from, the blocking range, so, but yeah.
Yeah, but
I
you have a
do,
lot
I
of-
still over check. I know I'm checking too much.
But on the turn, I think you should check because the 10.
Yeah, I think it's a mistake.
So like if you check
Again.
that flop though, and it goes check, check, turn, if he checks turn, you can bet a lot and just take it down, I think.
But I thought, I mean, I bet this flop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's
And again,
okay.
I mean, this is more like a range bet for me.
Because he is gonna three bet a lot of his ace X, right? A lot of his.
Oh,
ace-
yeah, but he's very condensed. He has a lot of ace X suited, a lot of king X suited.
Yeah, he's gonna have
He
aces for
doesn't
sure.
have a lot of offsuit hands, so that's the problem. So he doesn't have a lot of junk. You
No, he's never
expect
gonna have a
fold
lot of
in
junk.
my
It's
part.
just, yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna auto fold some of his hearts and spades though. I like betting the better than betting like queens here. I think with queens, maybe you're more likely to
Yeah,
check
true.
and
For sure,
try and
yeah.
get to showdown. Eights, you just wanna, I think you wanna range bet here and then give up, right? If he defends.
I don't mind
I-
that.
I mean, I think the mistake here is on the turn.
Yeah,
Can you
yeah,
actually pull this up in the solver? I'm curious. I mean, I do agree that it's a bet and I check too much, but I would like to see it.
Okay,
Louis, you
go back,
wanna do that?
go back. Back again.
And I guess that was Tim that probably nailed it with checking, like kings and queens there.
Okay.
Yeah, so-
Jacks probably.
So it's a button, it's a cutoff open, big blind defend.
Big
Flop
blind or
is,
small blind?
Small blind.
oh, small blind. Big blind's not, it's a small blind, sorry.
Yeah, small blind is a big difference because the ranges are.
Yeah, let me just,
yeah.
yeah, it's
The
a small
eights-
blind, I'm sorry.
The small blind should actually lead when the 10 pairs a lot.
Yeah.
So like the eights without a club, did the eights without a club check? Or, and bet with the club?
I think this is a range bet. I don't know why.
It's
I think
good.
this is a range bet as well. But then on the turn, we're just screwed, so.
Yeah, I should have gave up on the turn.
I don't mind betting, but on the turn for sure I would check.
I think I like to check with eights. Bet more like king, queen jack, queen, jack.
I'm not sure, like, I really don't know what to
Uh,
do with it. That's why I wanna see. it. I
The,
think an eight
the
of clubs
calling
could
range
definitely
against your
bet.
bet has,
It
has a lot of
depends on
equity.
how big your range bets. I mean, is it 70%? Is it 80%? Or is it 90%? Or how much?
Well, isn't a
With a
range
club,
bet
I would
100%? Isn't that what a range bet is?
Yeah, but
it's
this is not a
100%,
range bet.
that's for sure.
I'm sorry to disappoint you guys, but
Oh,
It's not a range bet against a small blind. I think.
I
not
would
a
be
range
very
bet against a
surprised if
small
it's a
blind.
range bet.
So
we
I am
are
checking
using
that,
the big
but-
size here when we bet, 80%. And pocket eight is never betting on this flop.
Alright, so I would have checked, but I still think I overchecked too much. I mean, I'm checking probably
Now, if,
Oh, I
if this
mean,
were the big blind,
60%.
would it be a range bet?
60% check. I'm probably
Definitely
pretty
a range bet
close.
against the big blind.
All right, thanks.
But show the.
I guess I'm not drawing that distinction enough once I get to the flop, and that's a good point. Because if I weren't range betting this, I definitely am checking these.
Yeah,
All right, let me,
share
I
again.
thought a club could bet though, with an eight of clubs.
No, it was a pure check.
Pure check.
I think it's
Well,
because his
I
calling
did say
range is
check.
lower,
That's
right?
why I wanted to say it. Everybody was betting. I would thought it was a check.
Good check.
And I was protecting myself by saying I checked too much.
Alright, and I assume everybody's folding the river here.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
overbet it and,
You can, oh,
You want me to go back?
no. I mean,
There's
nah.
a
it's
clear
not
fold
worth
on the river, ace X
Yeah.
that
well,
plays that
I mean, we
way.
bluff under
not
pairs,
a-
but we're not gonna bluff there.
I think the problem is the 10 on the flop. Because all his
Yeah.
gut shots continue.
yeah, but all, no,
It's-
no.
If it's
probably-
ace 9-7, it's more of a seat.
He has a lot of aces, so you check a lot.
Like, he's bluffing under pairs there, so I mean, it might not be a pure fold. I know,
He
but
has
we
a
don't
lot-
have 8 high, so yeah, I mean,
He has a
king
lot
high
of
might have to
broadways.
call.
Well, I mean, so if you go back to this hand, the turn, I guess, did it go check? No, I bet the turn too. And
Yeah.
he stayed there. So he called twice. I mean, what's he calling twice?
Oh, you
with?
bet the turn too?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
pay attention.
Louis, can you change the flop to ace 9-6?
Cause on a double paired board, they do bluff under pairs, but he's well, he could have under pairs still here if he's sticky, right?
No,
Probably not.
no, you can't.
Yeah, you're folding sixes with the six of clubs there.
You
Yeah,
still have the range, the solve LP to see
Yeah.
where he's pulling bluffs from, cause I think his bluffs are gonna be under pairs if he has them. But
does-
eight still can't
The
call.
solve shouldn't have a lead. He'd lead out on the river, right?
you don't have lead on the turn, on the flop even, so.
No, we bet the flop, he calls, we bet the turn, he calls, he shouldn't be leading the river.
Why not?
Here,
What
eights are
bluffs does he
betting.
have? Just fold.
He can have an
Well,
ace
it's
and want
just that
value from a 10.
Ace and the 10 are too connected. His continuing range has way too much equity against our eights.
That's right.
Queen,
Doc.
jack, king, jack, everything has a lot of equity.
Yeah, the 10 is too connected with the ace. That's the difference.
Yeah, you could
Otherwise,
also
we
think
would
10
bet
and
with the
7
card of
are
50.
close together, I don't know.
That's the difference here. Nice.
Still, it's 35% check, still a lot. Not that you bet everything here.
Nice little finding out. Yeah, too connected.
Yeah, Betsy B taught me.
What did we wanna see here?
I just
Ken,
wanna
you
see
had
if
a
he has,
question?
what is, if he's donking, what are his bluffs on the river?
Here you
No
want to
donkey.
bet small?
so are we on the turn or the,
We're on the flop
What
here.
bets do you want to see?
What did you bet on the flop?
Small,
2.5 blinds?
small.
Okay, he calls,
Calls,
On
Calls,
the turn.
turn,
10.
yeah, I bet 5.7 into 11, I bet like 5.6 into 11.
bet small again.
Yeah.
It's kind of in the middle, it's more, I don't know, it's kind of in the middle. Probably call it bet small again.
And the river is?
The river
Yeah,
was an ace of spades.
He has no donks.
Yeah, well, he has donk, 8-7.
8-7, that's it.
He bet half pot.
Yeah, but we don't have this line, Ken, so what are you talking about?
Yeah, so that's a value bet there, right? Like, I don't think he's bluffing missed hearts.
Come on, nobody's bluffing when you
He's
bet.
bluffing
when
his
you go-
7. That's his only under pair to the board.
That's what
No,
the solver would do, but
he's
in the population,
bluffing
they're not
sets
doing
there.
that.
That's the only reason he can bet a 7.
Yeah, populate, like, when they call flop, call turn and donk river,
No, they're
Like-
not, dude. They're not bluffing. Forget it, man. You're calling so often.
I know they're not
Not
bluffing.
good.
I was curious where, if they had bluffs, where they would come from. It was a
Yeah,
pair.
yeah, I
It was an
mean,
under pair,
yeah.
and I thought it would be an under pair is all I'm saying.
It wasn't an under pair.
It's a pair of sevens. It's an under pair.
No, it's blocking a set. It's different.
Okay, wow.
It's blocking value.
This is our range, right?
Yeah,
Is pocket sevens even value at this point?
No,
No,
yeah,
it's-
it's a set.
Bluffing.
Where is his range?
It's a calling. If you bet a 7, then you block his set. Block sets at least. I mean, yeah.
So he's not supposed to donk.
Nope.
Hey. I mean, this is a line you never take, so yeah.
I grab the screen again, Josh. please.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Okay, next hand. Ace 8, so I open from the hijack. I get called by the small and big blind, flop ace 7-4, 2 hearts. I have the ace of hearts. Check, check. I check.
Bet
Why would-
small.
No, you want to. bet
Yeah, I don't know
small.
why I did that. That was a mistake. Check,
That's
check, and I check again. I just think it's, I don't
Bet
know why.
small again.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, so like I knew I was gonna hit this and I wanted to be able to bet it on the
Ah.
river.
I'm just gonna fold. You get, how you managed to get called by something.
Yeah, okay, so again,
Two
I'm
pair.
just random hands here that I marked at some point, so that one, I don't know.
Why didn't you go all in? You had the nut flush or not?
Oh, I know, I mean, why didn't I go? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, clearly that hand was, I don't know what was going
Okay.
on.
You did bet.
I can't defend that. I mean, I don't know who played that hand. I do have a dog who can hit the mouse sometimes, so maybe that was what happened.
Does ace 8 always bet against the small blind though?
What,
Well, you got the heart there, probably does.
what street are we talking about?
The first street, on the flop, if Louis pulled out a sim, that's ace 8 from the hijack against the small blind, do we always bet ace 7-4?
I think for sure with the heart.
At this SPR for sure.
Yeah, you could get one street of value with a 7 or a 4 calling.
He only
you.
has 10 big blinds, so the small blind, so you don't are afraid to go all in with this hand against a
Yeah.
small blind.
I don't know. I can't explain that hand.
Yeah, even if you want to play it soft on the turn, you could get a street of value against their widest range on the
Mhm.
flop.
Yeah, I don't like the way I play that. All right, so I just, and I do this a lot. I like to see a flop here, and even though, I don't know, I think that's right.
You're just checking, so that's not that's okay.
So against two limpers, is that a
Well, that's why I'm asking. I mean, I just, that's why I'm
That's
asking.
fine. That's
That's
fine. That's fine. The hand is not, they're not gonna fold and the hand won't play good multi-way, so.
no?
Either
but
you
do
make it like-
do you jam there?
No, not
How
for
deep are we?
30, more than 30 big blinds. I wouldn't jam.
One guy is
No,
35, one guy is 22.
No, it's,
yeah,
it's
no.
35 against the principal leader, so that's the one you have to
Yeah.
care most about.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
the guy
the
with
first
22
limper has
has
got
nothing.
35.
I like that thought though.
It's a small pot. I mean, who cares? For big blinds. It's only
I
10%
think-
increase of your stack. I mean,
I think either one's fine, but I prefer seeing, I mean, to me, it's like, there is an element, and maybe I'm just wrong about this. There's an element about, I don't know, I like seeing I close the action, I can see the flop. I don't
I
know.
see so many pairs.
Yeah, but
you're toast.
but sometimes you gotta think about like what are they limping with. I mean, in this situation, they're limping from late position, so jamming wouldn't be that bad. 'Cause
Yeah, no, I
they're
agree. I
gonna-
don't think it's bad.
I
Yeah,
see a
they're
lot,
ju- they're-
lot of so taking
Yeah.
dump. You could have a
They're-
pair if he calls your toast.
They're gonna fold a lot,
Yeah,
and
but-
like,
You love calling also.
and I would be jamming here if I have like 9s or 10s or something like that.
Yeah, but that I like better than you at least had that of some pairs that call.
It is better, but if they're gonna fold out their like offsuit broadways, if there's what they're limping with, they fold enough, it will make a profit, and you don't have to go to the flop and you pick up like 4 big blinds. So
Like, are they gonna call with king queen here?
No, but you don't.
That's a-
hope
I
That's the
overlap
thing,
with
you
ace
don't-
3. I don't
you-
wanna play a big pot out of position.
that you're
with
ahead
that
of
hand.
king queen.
Yeah, so if you jam, what aces are they gonna fold?
None.
no
Almost.
aces, they're not gonna. Well, they're gonna fold like ace 7, ace 8 off.
Yeah,
right?
true.
Like ace 5, ace 9, but
I think
ace
Second
10 and
player
above, they're
could even
probably not
call
gonna
with ace
fold.
9.
I think I'm getting called by a lot of dominating aces here, and why do I want to play a big pot?
Yeah.
Do you really think someone in the cutoff limps in with ace jack off?
I do.
Ever?
No, but I mean, by the way,
I
a
do,
dominating
actually.
ace is
They-
ace six, ace five, ace seven. I mean, I'm losing
They
all.
do.
But all of those aces are gonna fold.
I don't think so.
No,
I don't know.
sometimes they call. And you never know. You just.
I
gotta
think it's
plug
a
it in and
difficult
figure
spot though.
out.
Are we
Probably
discussing it to
close.
raise or to check?
I would
No,
call.
we're discussing if we should jam here, but I'm thinking
Oh,
Discussing.
no, it's just a
Jamming
check.
jamming is not that bad.
It's
I would never
always
jam.
check.
Yeah, I would never jam.
Yeah, I mean, so, yeah, I don't know.
Maybe
Okay.
maybe
Oh.
that's my spew because like these are the two widest ranges and the two weakest possible moves.
Yeah.
And you hold an ace blocker, like I'm jamming, and maybe this is a spew on my part, but I am 100%
I-
jamming.
Honestly, I don't think it's a spew because people are limping so much. I mean, if they're limping like 40%, you should be jamming here.
Yeah, but I
You
don't.
should be.
Let's see. Let's state it then the other way. In my play pool, I don't see 40% limps.
Yeah, but you're playing what, Poker Star, right?
So playing
Europe.
GG.
Yeah,
Okay.
so, but just to be clear,
First
all
suited
of this
hand.
this is all on the local poker star site, Michigan. And I think it's a pretty soft field.
Yeah, but they are probably also
Yeah.
calling by them.
I do buy in for more than I should. I mean, these are probably $1,500 tournaments. I don't know which one this is. I can go back and look.
If it's
Don't-
on the
don't-
Sunday,
I think it's close between the
No,
jam.
it's probably not a Sunday. It could be though. I
If
did
it-
play Sunday.
no, if it's on the Sunday and you're playing like 10, 12 tables, don't jam because you haven't seen what they're limping with. But if it's on a weekday and you're only playing like 1 or 2 tables on Poker Bro and you notice that they're limping a lot, then put the money in and pick the free money.
Okay, so I think we kind of agree that both strategies are viable, but I don't think single
Yeah.
flop's terrible. So
No,
I
no,
saw
no,
flop
it's not.
and it goes check, check, check. There's a 2. So now I have a gutter and
Don't mind
over
betting here.
and I bet. Now, do I bet too small there? 3 into 4?
So ace high is also your best showdown hand.
Right,
Think
this is
king.
Louis. Yeah.
King 3 wants to bet, but not ace 3.
Exactly.
True. But I don't mind.
I think if we bet, I think we could just bet small, and it's just to see the river kind of bet, even though I don't like those kind of bet. And then we're not gonna bluff the river if we don't.
Yeah, but the deuce is so bad for their hands that I would bet here. So that's,
I mean, I
would
don't know. I
probably
mean,
range bet even. I mean,
to some extent, I mean, I get it. The ace. So Louis, you make a really good point. I really appreciate it. But I don't know. I don't hate this bet, but you would check this, Louis, right?
Yeah.
And you could like the board is bad enough where they're not gonna limp like a lot of 6 and 4s. You might even be able to just lead out. I do that sometimes when the board is not good for them. Just lead.
All right.
oh, this is difficult.
So do you continue or do you just check and?
I would
Oh,
check.
No, just
Okay.
check and give up.
Peppers don't usually continue unless they hit something. You're
Yeah,
either ahead or you're behind. Like
was
he's
an
either got
overcard,
shit
I
that missed and the
believe
ace
it,
is good, or he's got a hand.
And you win, not.
Oh, I hope he calls if you rip it in. Look at you. You dominate him. He's 3 versus 3-4.
On the flop,
No.
what about a 6.5 big blind squeeze instead of a rip squeeze?
On the flop or on the pre-flop?
On the flop side,
We
pre-flop.
were talking about pre-flop for the rip, right?
Yeah, they were talking about pre-flop for the rip, and I was saying, what about just a 6.5 raise?
I like
instead
the raise more than the rip.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Me
And
also.
fold
Make
to
it
some
like-
weird back raise rejam.
So I guess I have a question for you guys who are playing 50 tournaments a day, because I'm playing maybe 3 or 4. So I mean, does your tournament life before ICM becomes a big factor play into this at all? I mean,
No.
why throw away 38 blinds?
Rebuy equity.
Yeah, I'm not doing it, so.
I don't even know what rebuy equity is.
So bad.
But No, that's a
Uh,
question. I mean,
sorry,
really, I
sorry.
mean, so like, I do know that there are some rejams at the 35 to 40 blinds, but like, aren't they pretty rare?
No, you should go for them every time because people don't call well enough and you're gonna print by stealing.
But when you look at your upside to downside on that, isn't it? I mean, you're getting, what are you getting for it?
4 big blinds, I mean,
I'll
getting
squeeze
4
in
big blinds
position.
to
Like,
give
I
up
don't
your
like
turn.
doing
Wait,
that.
wait, wait, wait.
I don't like doing that
but
when
you-
I'm gonna be out of position. I'm in the big blind and two players are often gonna call when I raise over their limp. And now I'm playing inflated pot against two people out of position. So that's why I don't like doing it with this hand. If I was in position, I'd be more, have to do it like on the button.
Yeah, whoever's on the phone has to mute this. I can't hear.
Yeah.
And then on the button, I wouldn't even choose a hand like this either, so.
Well, I mean, you gotta know your field, right?
yeah.
mean, but for me, I just don't wanna inflate the pot out of position.
Yeah, then jamming for sure is good, I mean, yeah, but that's.
All right, so what are we,
playing the
first
player
act,
pool, playing,
king, queen, we're opening.
I would like to ask a question for whoever likes checking back there with the ace three. What are we doing on an ace high board? And we check, it goes bet call.
Gonna call one.
I fold.
Yeah,
Look,
it's
we'll see
like,
what happens. A lot of
why, we
times they
don't
just
have a good flop here. We
A lot
never
of
have a
times
good
they
flop.
just stab to the
Well,
limp
I mean, you've
stab.
got,
I'll
you
play
can, you
bets,
have wheel
bet call,
draws,
and
you have
you-
two
you
pairs,
put
you
it
have
on.
sets, I mean, you have trips. You know, trips with top kicker. I think there's, I mean, it's free. You're seeing it for free. And your alternative is to raise and try to push out two limp callers. Or to jam and you have this like, I'm betting 38 to win 4.
Let me,
I mean,
let me
that's my
walk.
answer. I don't know if it's the right answer.
Let's
You
take a
clearly are better.
stroll. Let's take a stroll into the mind of a limper. I was watching the guy. He's actually a poker coach. You remember, he was probably new and he was fucking around streaming. He open limps, gets a bunch of calls and he says, I'm gonna see bet here because I have the range advantage. Okay, that's the mind. That's a little straw inside the mind of some limpers. Like, they don't know what the fuck's going on. I have the range advantage. I open limp, 4-way to the flop and I have a range advantage is what he thought.
So
Yeah, so they
best
are
case scenario,
unpredictable.
this guy sees that he has king, queen and thinks that I'm winning. I should put it in here.
They call with king, queen sometimes.
So they'll limp with like pocket twos, seeing ace on a flop and see bet and bet, right? And they'll take a stab and give up.
Some do, some don't.
Mm-hmm. That's what I mean. You can't fold. Like, I don't know where I'm at with an ace in a pot like that, but I'm not folding on a flop. And I'm gonna
If
see
two
what happens.
players call, yeah, in my player pool, I just fold.
I
Honestly,
kind of,
I'm
yeah,
in
I
my player
agree.
pool,
I
Every
agree with
player
that.
pool is
I don't
different.
think you could fold.
Yeah, I can fold because I know my player pool also.
Well, did we flop a gut shot here on this flop?
No, we flop a backdoor.
Oh yeah, yeah. If it's a gut shot, you can call because it's very easy to stack the guys. But yeah, ace three is a fold here. I think if it's bet
For
call.
sure.
So Vincent, was it you who asked me to ask the question about,
That was on an ace
what do you
high
do with-
flop when you asked the question.
yeah, so what's your thought on that?
But I would, on this flop, I think you could just lead out if you had something like, queen 7, queen 5 suited with a backdoor flush draw, like king 5 suited, king 5 of spade. You could bet it.
Nice math, or I can't do that in my player pool. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, I'm giving up with this hand, honestly. I don't really care. I didn't even care if I saw a flop or not with it, and so I'm done.
Yeah, I mean, if you get the showdown here, you're just going to win with ace high. So
Yeah.
hopefully
I
to get the
would just
showdown,
check.
don't pay anything.
I mean, I don't hate that. I would have bet
don't mind
smaller.
this bet. I mean, but yeah.
I would have bet
bet-
smaller and
yeah,
blasted
yeah.
river.
I mean, I don't think it's wrong to try. I mean, I get it because I have ace high and that's a
Yeah.
really important point. But like with other, I'm just, checking behind hands, taking a shot on the turn after it checks through on this board seems to make a lot of sense.
You
Yeah,
can't, you
like-
can't take a shot unless you have a plan. Like, he probably doesn't have a 10, right? Cause he checks back flop. So you're gonna bluff a gutter here. Bet small and then bomb river, cause he's he's capped, right?
Well, I
He
mean,
should be capped, but you don't know.
you're gonna wanna bet king high clubs, queen high
And the 7
clubs,
is not
jack
the
high
best card.
clubs.
I mean, the 7 is not. the
But you don't have to continue with all your bluffs. I mean, do you have to bomb the river here?
Well,
No.
if he's capped, if I think he's capped, very marginal, I'm bombing.
If it was an overcard to the 10, I would bomb. Otherwise, I wouldn't.
Yeah, like the hands that you wanna bluff with are gonna be your high equity club, like high equity club draws that don't have showdown value. Right, so queen high clubs, jack high clubs, 9 high clubs, right, that block, you know, kind of the top end of straight there. So I think ace high clubs are just gonna do a lot of.
It might
checking.
work in your play pool, Ken, and that's not what I'm. But I wouldn't do it. That's in my play pool, it wouldn't work.
I mean, against limpers, I'm doing it.
Yeah, but it wouldn't work in my play pool.
All right, I get another hand.
Alright.
If that's okay. So I open, I get called by the next guy. And the small blind. And we see a flop.
Buff flop,
I-
Ooh, Halle-
That's a pretty good flop.
hallelujah.
flop, eh?
Yeah,
Okay, so what's your play?
Bet.
just bet. You don't block any pairs.
I don't know. See,
Anything. Come
yeah,
on.
so here's my thing, and this is a mistake. So this is a learning is like these three-way hands, you know, I don't know what to do. So I
That's
just,
nuts.
Just play honest. If you
Yeah,
have
you're right.
something, bet. If you don't have something, don't bet.
Gotta bet, when you got value hands, you gotta accumulate chips,
so
man.
now I do the classic bad player check call, check rip, right? Instead of bet, which is what,
It's very
And of
strong.
course I
No,
get-
that's
Also-
fine.
and I get negative reinforcement because I unless I'm really in trouble here. Hi. There you go. All right. Bad play. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
It's not too bad.
I used to do the same thing a lot early on in these sessions and LP.
All right, let me go back. I don't know
LP
what, I don't know why I put this out here. So what do I do? Why did I do this? Oh.
So just back up for a second. LP used to yell at me a lot, for not, when you have a value hand, bet, man, bet when you have a good hand. You gotta get value, right? LP, I would always try to get tricky and slow play, and like, he's like, what the fuck are you doing? You gotta bet, right? So.
Yeah, so, yeah, I get it, and I really appreciate it. What I would say is, I mean, it's not that I'm doing that. What I'm doing is, when I'm three-way or four-way, I'm not doing it, and I should. And I agree with you. The only time I'm gonna slow play the uber nuts is when I block everything, right? You know, that top set kind of phenomena.
Upset on a dry flop.
Yeah.
Like
So
a-
I'm wrong in those situations. So here's a question here, right? So, I mean, I could three bet this, but I think I flatted this, and I think I
You
probably
fold.
marked
That's
this to
good.
yell at myself because that was. a
Ah,
mistake.
it's a good fold.
Yeah, that's a normal fold.
Oh, no,
because-
I thought I flatted it. I didn't. Okay, yeah, so, yeah, do you ever raise?
No,
No.
Did you raise the cutoff?
nope.
No.
No.
Oh, the guy,
Oh, he only has 9 blinds. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Look at
hijack
the
is
stack sizes.
I would
And then
do
he's
hijack
also
like
opening 3x.
16.
It's opening 3x, so you can't raise with your shit
When-
hand.
Whenever you're looking at these kind of spot, whenever you're short like this, you wanna go for big high cards.
Yeah, you're right, and that makes sense.
Connect is
Okay,
on,
so
very
pocket
good.
fours.
Yeah. You
Okay,
can
so that's the first question is do you even play pocket fours?
Yep.
yeah, you open them.
100.
I'm gonna fold though, big blind jams. I think I'm only calling like 5s or 6s is the bottom of my range there.
Against 6.
I mean, so. Yeah, okay. There you go. Now what do you do?
I would
It's a
fold.
Right?
Well, I don't know. I would fold.
I don't
I
mind.
think five, I think I call 5s.
But I don't know what actually the best play is for you. I would fold, but
I don't know what the range says. I don't have them open, but I think I think
GTO,
I
it's a
call
call.
5s.
yeah, I'm just looking it up now.
He's jamming deuces, threes, ace 3, ace 2.
It
Four.
was button versus big blind, huh?
He's jamming any ace, any
Three
pair.
bet on-
All right, so we're in the cutoff here because there's a.
Or you don't have fours in your range, but you fold.
All right, I love ace queen. Didn't Daniel Negreanu call this the $7.1 million hand because that's how much he lost?
I would
over
rip
the
it.
years.
You gotta open and a call. There's dead money in the pot.
I
I'm just
probably
ripping
rip
it.
pre-flop with fours. That's what the solver of GTO wants to do.
Let's see how it plays out.
Yep. It's unfortunate.
So, I mean, okay, I agree. Pocket nines, big blind, you got a raise from,
Yeah.
really,
Easy
this
rip.
is the hijack in a shorthanded
Yeah.
table. Do we like this?
Yep.
The only way.
Oh, yeah.
What hands do you just call? Eights, sevens,
Ah,
sixes?
none of
I'm
them.
jamming any pair.
And pairs are jamming unless I have aces maybe. Then
Yeah, ace is my call there.
can play tricky, but
All right, I don't know why, I probably just mark, okay, that's the set that I marked, so.
You can jam 30 big blinds with deuces here.
probably yes.
Yeah, especially if you know the deuce is coming on the river.
Or
All right, that's what I had. Anybody else have hands?
I'm going to log off.
So if you look at the button versus big blind, 3-bet all in at 20, fours fold. They're not even opening, actually. So he had like 17, I think. So fours would probably be a fold and fives would probably be a call.
Pre-flop 15 big blinds, the button is jamming force.
Right, but we are bigger than 15 and the small blind was bigger than 15, so I don't think we're
Yes.
gonna open jam fours, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
true,
small-
but then
So I
small
think if
blind
we
had,
look
like-
at 20, we're not gonna have fours in our range.
Yeah, the small
button
blind had
20
like.
we
50.
have fours in our, no, not, we don't have any.
So probably should fold them pre-flop in that spot.
Is that true? No.
All
I
right, so
don't-
that was a ton of fun,
no,
thanks,
no, you
guys.
don't fold, that's
Anytime, Josh.
Well, then I think it's you open fold versus when you get shoved on for like 17.
yeah, but that's then pretty, even from 20 you jam force.
Really?
So you could jam. Pre-flop.
Yeah, well, he had 30, right? 25 or 30?
Yeah, but
wanna know on
what's
the fours
small
hand?
blind?
So the small blind had them covered. Or they had similar stacks. I think they both had around 30. So I don't think you want to open jam fours. I think it's a raise fold.
Small blind had 57 blinds.
And what did you have?
I had
Oh,
23.
23. So yeah, I guess you could.
Yeah, you
jam.
can jam.
Josh is right.
Pre-flop. Yeah, I didn't know how big stacks were, so I can. If it was
I mean, it's
30,
close.
then-
25, they open, 20, they jam. It's close. 20, what do you got? 23? I think it's an open fold.
I think you can do both. Probably EVs are close.
Probably. It's probably very close. Very, very close.
And it's hard to say what you have to do if they jam.
Yeah, I actually think this is probably, well, this is easy enough to look up, but I think it's a fold, right? At four.
It's not easy to look up
Oh,
because
it's close. We just kind of went through it. It's very close.
it's different stack sizes, so it's you have to.
I mean, if you
Yeah,
have an edge
you
on the
gotta use
field,
it.
if you have an edge over the field, a little bit of an edge at your table, I think it's good to just fold. If it's really close or they have an edge on you, I think it's a good jam.
Yep.
Cool. So I want to go back to this conversation about these rejams at 38 blinds. I mean, give me the kind of general thought process for when you would do that.
Whenever you're on an ICM spot and you don't want to run a hand, you want to win chips in an ICM spot, you just shove a lot. Because it forces them to fold. So that's a great
So-
spot to use this. You know,
Especially out of
all
position.
across, I think people are like, whenever you rejam a lot into somebody, people start to level themselves and they're gonna widen their calling range. And if you keep on going with a very strong, well-composed, jamming range, they're gonna run into it. They're gonna call ace queen. If you keep shoving on them, if they have ace jack off and it's the third time you shove, oh well. You know, so you're gonna rumble with ace king against ace jack, you know, against your like unwary opponents. It's gonna print a lot of money for you.
It also prevents them from opening. Too
Most
much.
of the time, you're just gonna
Top
steal
layer.
them, prevent them from realizing equity. You just win the pot every time. It's like safer, cleaner, everything is going well, no? Whereas if you play it differently, they will realize equity a lot more often. So that's the general idea here. And when you jam, you have some light jams like, there are some, but most of the time it's like ace, king off, ace, queen off, pairs, all stuff that have, overall more equity than the calling range.
Or at least decent. Indeed.
You look at GTO, their jams, then let me give you a good example.
30 big blinds first button.
I guess at that ratio though, don't you have to be right a lot? Like if you did that up 10 times, when you're betting 4 to win 4.
No,
I
they
mean,
also
don't you
folding a
go-
lot. So you
No,
don't
I
have-
know, I understand that, but I mean, the point is, like, if you did that 10 times, is it gonna work enough?
I mean, you gotta kind of understand what, I think you have to think about what their opening range is and what percentage of, like, if they're gonna fold enough hands that are actually better than yours, it's really good, right? Like, that's kind of how you gotta think about it.
Well, yeah, so I guess the question is, if you did that, like what?
You know, you're breaking
I
up
mean,
again. And then
it's
in
gotta work a high
ICM,
percentage of the time.
and then in ICM, they have to be even tighter, so they're gonna fold more if they're opening at like the same ranges.
Well, and
Yeah,
Well,
that's
I'm not
big-
again, I mean, I see it, but I just, so what is this, button versus small one?
no
We're
small blind.
constantly also trying to figure out what the other player is doing too. So it's like always gonna be somewhat player specific, I think.
So most of, yeah, for sure, you don't want to rip ace king or like, actually ace king is fine, but you don't wanna rip 10-9 suited into the biggest net in the world, right? You wanna like, use like, your common sense,
blockers.
right? And you want to exploit a little bit as well, but like ace king, ace queen, 16 combos, ace jack off, 16 combos. That's really, really strong. 9s, 8s, 7s. So you're not jamming light here when you do this all.
Yeah, instead of like 10-9, just go full frequency with like king, queen off and king jack suited, maybe, you know, like.
These I don't always find, but they're printing because they're supported by these hands. And when they run, they have good equity. So you should
Yeah.
really lean towards jamming exactly this. It's gonna do you a lot of good because you're gonna be jamming a lot. People are gonna start calling on you a little bit too tight with less equity and things are gonna work out great.
And then you can also look
Right,
at
so
the
what does
if the
this look
buttons,
like
if
from
the
the big
buttons,
blind?
if the buttons V pipping a lot more than it's supposed to as well, then you can go wider. If they're not, then you gotta go tighter. Like you just gotta
Yeah.
move back and forth with your range depending on how
So,
that player's
Louis,
playing.
oh, thank you, I see.
But also, if you three bet, if you don't jam enough, then they can steal too much.
So
Yeah,
grab
that-
the screen, guys, and show us some ends. We're gonna put them in the solver.
I mean, I think your 3-bet percentage can remain the same. It's just where you pull those 3-bets from that change.
From the big blind?
Yeah, but just start with the GTO ranges first and then adapt later. And you get more
Yeah.
confident.
Cause like, for sure, I think LP saw yesterday, he needs to adjust his 3-bet range in his player pool because they just don't fold. So just move them up a pip. A pip
no.
better.
No, you got the wrong adjustment, Ken. I must keep on three betting and keep on three betting even more.
Oh, I keep 3-betting, but more linear.
No, more,
You know,
more
if they
three bet
call
bluffs.
Keep three betting and bluff on the flop indeed.
Because they
Well,
fold
it's not the
70%
player
of the
pool.
time. They call my
It's
three
just
bet
against
too
LP.
much and they fold too often on the flop, so I'm just printing.
Yeah. Also see a lot of calls, but they fold too much on the flop, so like you can't just bluff three bet.
So we bluff more. We go the other way.
Well, I would three bet more in position. A little bit less out of position.
No, you don't have to adapt your GTO range.
Well, I'm not playing a GTO range.
Yeah, but I mean, in that situation, if they
They
call,
call a lot. I don't like to play out of position.
yeah, but if they fold too much on your C bet, that's no problem.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
swear I
but
can
they
hear
keep
LP
their
in my
flop
head
once
saying
and
if they,
fucked.
if they fold the 3-bets too much, bluff more. If they call too much, you can keep bluffing, but tighten your bluffing range with more linear, I thought.
Normally
if they
that's
fold,
true,
we'll see,
but
but-
it also depends on what happens after the flop, of on the flop and further. If they play
Louis.
perfectly
Ah,
on the flop
yeah.
turn, yes, you're correct.
The Daily Turbo 1 has an overlay.
Oh, I need to jump into it. That's my tournament.
But I'm leaving.
Alright.
All right, hey, thanks again. I'm
Thanks, guys.
gonna have a lot of hands, so anytime you wanna see them, let me know.
Sure.
All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great Friday and a great weekend.
You too,
See ya.
man. Take care.
See you later.
Take it
Yeah.
easy.
So you want to run through the tournament or no?
I ain't doing nothing else at the moment.
Not today.
Alright, I'll do my own review then.
You wanna do it today? Absolutely.
Oh, have to. I just got yeah. It's been sitting on in the stove a while. So before I forget
It's
like what I'm
been-
thinking about in the hand.
Hasn't been a week yet.
Let's do it for an hour and then call it a day. We can go get lunch.
Let's do some bio stuff. Or
Some what?
Bio. Bio. Bio, bio. What is
Bio.
it? Is it bio or bio?
Bio.
Yeah, do some training.
Depends on what half of the world you live on.
Yeah. Let's do the 3-bet pots and be a pile.
Let's do it.
Small blind against button or button against cutoff or button against under the gun.
Sure, but you're clicking the buttons.
No, I'm clicking my own buttons here. I'm gonna win the daily monster stack 250.
I just busted out of the WSOPC the 5250. I got stacked by a 1-outer and then like I was on life support and then just died. 1-outer, a legit 1-outer. It's fucking brutal, man.
I got the KKK flop.
I contacted Simple Three-Way. They're not gonna have a sale for Christmas. I should, Black Friday was the deal. I guess I'm just gonna have to buy it full price. Full price if I wanna share it, if I get a 10% discount for one license that can be transferred to a second PC. But it can't be used on 2 PCs at the same time.
That seems kind of useless.
I've been tagging a shit ton of 3-way pots lately. I wanna start going to throw them. Because I'm really lost. Often.
Yeah, I think like in general, 3-bet pots that are multi-way, just play very straightforward and you're fine. In the situation where you're out of position, you open in 2 callers, then I think also you just play straightforwardly with 2 people behind you. And
So-
then like you get to bluff when you're in position if you're the caller. So like let's say it goes like low jack opens, hijack calls, and you call with like 10-9 suited. Then you get to bluff more. But in general, it's like 2 out of the 3 positions, you're just straightforward.
So I essentially agree. However, we did look at some, I don't know if you were in it or not, but
Click the
Toe
buttons.
and Toe and Sixes brought some 3-way spots up where there was some really cool donk bluffs. Because you can put the player in between in really bad spots. And get yourself heads up. You know, but I don't, like, I can't really expand on it because I don't understand it yet, because we haven't dove into it the way we dive into these, but I'm sure there's heuristics that we can learn that can improve our win rate by studying them in depth,
For sure,
you know?
yeah.
And rather than just always playing basically straightforward. I mean, I think there's a way we can pick up some more EV. I think it's good.
Click the button, Ken.
What are these sizings? Oh, is it geometrical, that 48?
Is this a 3-bet pot?
Nope, it's worst.
20 big blinds button versus, so we don't donk on paired flops, right?
Who knows?
This is a 100%
we
check
could.
raise.
With 20 big
donk
blinds, we
here.
can bet bigger, I think.
No, we're gonna check and we should
And I
be
wouldn't
check
be su-
raising here.
I'm check folding.
There's some geometric bets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we could donk.
And we should be check raising here.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, because we have,
Bets.
We have
overcards and a
one
backdoor
backdoor.
flush.
So whenever the board is paired,
I don't think it's
How-
because we have an overcard and a backdoor flush though. I think it's
Yeah.
more like because it's a 6-6-4 board. He doesn't
We have
have
too
any
much crap.
offsuit six. We have a bunch.
exactly. And whenever you have 3 to a flush or 3 to a straight, you want to check raise here because he's going to be in really bad position.
But we need exactly a 5. And
Because he's going to be up
5%.
against a lot of our sixes as well.
So I'm gonna fold, but which side do you guys wanna bet?
I fold 99%.
78.
Check
It's
raise to
always
78.
78.
I'm folding.
100% check raise.
What's the range? It doesn't seem right. What was the range of imposition?
That's not
Missing
right.
suited aces?
This isn't right.
This is right.
How does he
Yeah.
miss ace 5, ace 4 suited?
Oh, yeah,
Just-
button, button's only opening 38%.
Is he limping those small aces?
He's going all in with them. We have 20
Oh,
big blinds there.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Where is, why can't I minimize this? Everything's going slow.
Okay, he doesn't have ace 4, ace 3, ace 2 here because he's jamming those.
How can I minimize this? I can't minimize this. I wanna look at the ranges. This doesn't, oh, so he's jamming ace 2, ace 3, ace 4 suited?
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
yeah, he doesn't have
Ah.
ace 2, ace 3, ace 4 because he's
Got it.
jamming those.
Oh, Ken, whenever you open a range like this, it's gonna stay on top of everything. So you're not gonna be able to do anything with it. Until you close the range, and now you can.
Yeah, look at the browser.
Oh, you wanna see that again?
Nope.
I want to see our check raising range, because if we check raise 10-3 hearts here, we have a
So,
check raising 40% or something like that.
Yeah, we're check raising all spades, hearts, and diamonds backdoors.
Oh, that's against the button, of course. Against under gun is different. He has a 50% range as well. Or maybe 45. Still 10-3.
it's raising them all but the clubs.
I prefer 10-5. It's easier to make a straight.
It doesn't even matter. Like he's gonna have to overfold against the check raise there so dramatically because we hold the nut advantage having all the offsuit sixes. Right? We literally have 3 times as many sixes as he does there.
10-5 makes a lot more chips.
Well, yeah, it's a much better straight draw,
Yeah,
but it doesn't
But
matter.
still, if that's the case, you can just check raise any two.
Any 2 diamonds, any 2 hearts, any 2 spades, and any 2 cards that make a 3-card straight. So 7, 8, you know, all the 5s. Right? Like there's like it's check raise, like this is such a bad spot for him. And the problem is so few people check raise here. Right?
What do we
Because
do
they're
with
afraid.
9-3 of hearts?
Yeah.
9-3 of hearts is 50-50 and 10-3 is a pure check raise.
And then your best value hands that could show down, your ace high
But-
and king high, just check call.
How do you decide in game to use 10-3 and not 9-3?
I don't, I'd more range, check raise on this particular board. Sixes and sevens are the best cards for big blind defense because it falls below the opening range of buttons and cutoffs. So on a paired board where it's 7-7-4 or 6-6-3, it's check raise city because they can't defend against a check raise wide enough.
Does he ever bet big?
He can't. He doesn't have nut advantage. Like, you know, population maybe is going to bet big with a 6, but they shouldn't be.
No big bets.
Yeah, 0.25%, right? So his pocket, what is he? 54 wants to bet big,
Yep.
right?
No,
Because it holds the
nothing
relevant
bet big,
blocker.
right?
No, 0%. Well, 0. 1 in
Yeah.
400.
Yeah, so that'd be like a hand like 54 that needs protection, has value, and has a blocker.
He doesn't have 5-4.
Okay, he doesn't have 5-4 suited. I don't even know what his big bet would be then.
Well, it's one combo, so it's not really
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, I can't really find it in the colors.
You have to double click on the bet 48.
That's probably-
Fractions of all these combos. Is that what this means?
Yeah, if you hover over one, you can see the fraction.
If I do what?
Like it's less than 1% for the ace king. Oh, this is the eights is the highest. It's probably 1%.
Oh, that's how you can tell by how much of the box is filled.
Well, no, that's
Oh,
because
so
of the normalized squares
eights.
box is checked. If you click on the normalized squares box on the right, yeah, no, you can't see it. Well, 8s and 9s you can.
Yeah,
So this is where the big bets are coming from, these little slivers.
Yeah.
eights, nines, and pocket fives. They all need the most protection. So that's where his big bets are from. And they also block the straight, like, and us having a 6.
It's indifferent though for all the bet sizes there, right? 1 or
Yeah.
6, it's all the same.
Yeah, like having pocket 8s blocks our 8-6 suited. Right, and pocket 5s blocks our 5-6 suited, so that's the only big bets that they should have. And I mean, again, so little that not really a factor.
Alright. Well, we're folding now.
Yeah.
Oh, we already moved on.
Alright,
We checking? Or we gonna
We-
dock?
Are these 3-bet pots?
No,
Nope.
20 big blinds.
we're defending the big blind against a button raise.
I think this can be check raise as well. I don't think we
It
lead
isn't.
much on paired boards.
I don't think we're
Isn't
gonna.
this the
lead this
same
at
as
all.
last time?
Nope.
No, we don't have a draw here, right? Like we have equity, we have showdown equity.
Yeah, but you need some protection. I think in raise any 5, well, maybe not the worst 5s and any 7. And a lot of those crappy draws.
I think it's gonna be a check raise.
I'm gonna
A
check
little
raise.
bit like last time, yes.
I think it's gonna be a check call.
Now I wanna bet.
I wanna bet as well.
Yeah, the 2's indifferent, so there's nothing wrong with it, but because we would be check raising a lot of our 7s.
I think we bet big here.
I wanna bet bigger.
You guys wanna bet bigger, huh? You wanna set up a jam?
Evaluate on the river.
Geometric or 80?
Going 80.
80.
I'm
I
going
mean, 80 and
30.
87 are the same.
I'm
Basically.
going 30.
It's close.
If we get called, it's really bad though. Like I think this is also just a check call too.
1% check.
I was gonna bomb it. I'm like, there's no way it's gonna bomb it.
Can we check
Oh,
the
there it is.
flop range?
I'm like, he's just gonna
Bet
have a
if he bets.
straight here or something like sometimes. I can't bomb it. What am I doing?
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna find that.
Can we look at the flop and see how much for check raising there?
Uh,
I think it's gonna be very heavy check call, right? You have a marginal made hand.
Got a 16% leading range.
I know on paired boards, there's a lot of check raising.
Our check raises, I think, are gonna be built around having a 7. I
Ace
think
five,
our check
five.
calls are gonna be built around having a 5.
we could have bet flop large.
Well,
some.
there's not one hand that's more than 50% leading, so.
Yeah.
Well, maybe these, yeah, a few, well, close to 50%. Yeah, we're raising all fives? No, almost all fives. 5-3 off, 5-2 is off. Calling. And the sevens. A7 is sometimes a call.
Don't slow play, right? It's just going right, it's going right after it. No slow playing.
Yeah, because we have so many, like, if you think of us bluffing 3 suits here, like, I guess we have to have enough value hands that we have to bet our 5s. I didn't
Yep.
really think about it that way. So yeah, I guess it's check raising some 5s there too.
This is a good donk betting board, but I don't think with this hand.
I don't think so. with the two.
Not on the flush board.
Two's not good either.
Plus doesn't really matter, I think.
It does. It
Yeah,
wants
a little
to-
bit, but
it wants
it's
to
still
dog
6-4
rainbow.
deuce.
And then you want to have more, even more connected where we have more straights.
He's,
So do we ever dunk bet or none at all? I think
So-
we
Nah,
dunk bet
this
more than
hand.
20%.
the problem with the 2 is we have less 2s in our range. So we don't have as many 2 pairs. And also we have less straights at the very bottom end. If the 2 was a 7, we would have a much better donk candidate because we have 5-8 and 3-5 to have flopped a lot more straights than we have 5-3.
We're donking 50% here.
Yeah, but we had 2 clubs, so like, we don't really have any connectivity. We don't have any
Oh,
direct.
but
straight.
with our range.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of donks on all these flops. It's just recognizing which ones are good,
Yeah, 6-5-4 rainbow is the best.
you know, like. We didn't really have any connectivity with that flop last hand,
7 of clubs is pure
so.
nothing.
Guys checking.
Why do we get all these paired boards? It's hard.
Yeah.
Because there's gonna just be, when it's a 7 high, these are all low flops, so they're gonna be condensed to a lot of this kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's selected for low flops. Okay.
That's what it looks like. You set it up just to be all 7 high flops, I think.
So yeah, I think we're always checking on
Check.
Yeah, I'm
checking
checking.
80% on paired boards.
Yeah, we're gonna be checking a lot here.
Raise.
Yeah,
might be
raising here.
I
Raise
like
small.
raise.
This is our.
Yeah, I'm not gonna raise.
This
I don't
is-
wanna get
Well-
blown off this hand yet, and he still has overpairs. Like, we don't have any overpairs in our range. He does. So I have an ace still, like, we can core his aces, I think.
a three
I don't
and
know.
a-
Any
I mean, I
turn
would-
card is any turn card is horrible. So
Yeah, but, I
Yeah.
mean. I don't know. You guys wanna raise? It's probably right.
Raise small.
I would raise small.
That raise is big. It don't mess around.
is there a difference between bet size wise between ace deuce and I don't know.
It's probably
Jack
because we
deuce,
just want,
jack
I mean,
deuce.
we wanna get as much of his range to fold immediately as possible, I suppose.
Well, and we want to small make the SPR smaller quickly
Yeah,
because he has
it's
position.
also our best deuce, but yeah, you can see all the deuces are
All
going
the
big.
deuce,
there.
yeah,
all
except
threes
for
are
three deuce,
large.
yeah, of course. So are we betting threes big? No, just the deuces.
No, threes raise small, deuces raise big.
Bluffs are coming from here, I guess, with large bets.
Jack four of hearts, maybe jack five of hearts. Spades.
It's hard to find.
So the spades that don't show down. Right, like all your king high stuff is gonna be playing a little more softly for showdown, ace side stuff. Gonna be
So
playing
yeah,
more
like the
softly
queen,
for showdown.
jack, I guess some of spades, kinda with, runner redraws to the straight, I guess. And then this
Well,
stuff.
it has an over, but it doesn't show down against ace and king high. It wants to put pressure on ace and king high.
Right,
I mean, like, ace king is likely the nuts here. Right? No one wants to fold ace king.
now what? Check, right?
No, keep
Uh,
betting.
uh,
9
raise-
is okay.
Mine is good.
What are you gonna bet?
I'm not gonna bet too big though.
I don't know what to do.
7.
I'm checking.
I'm checking.
I think
It's not
Now
checking.
we
on
check
it.
call.
Now we check.
Well, we don't block spades, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. We
let
get a
him
check
bluff.
call or check fold?
check call.
We check
Check
call
call.
against the solver.
Yeah, we can still get
Oh,
value
we
from
bet
these
100%.
highs.
Damn.
So
You
if
don't want him to bluff. There we go.
Oi, oi, oi.
Just has the nuts.
Every time.
Yeah, so we were going broke regardless.
Yep.
Might as well give him some bluffs.
Might as well get it all in on the flop.
Raise.
Besides, we're gonna donk.
Paired boards, we defend more by check raising though. So I don't think. we're
Yeah, I've
donking.
noticed we have like 50% leads though, too, right?
No, that was on the 6-4 deuce.
At 83.
Well,
Go bigger.
So here, I guess we have our worst value hand.
is there a difference between the deuce and the previous hand and the 5 in this hand, bet size wise?
Not particularly, but the deuce is in the last hand. There's nothing that's worse than the deuce. Here, like we still have a value hand with 4s and 3s and 2s. There's a little more value hands like than there was in the last one. Like last one, it raised every ace big or every deuce big.
So,
Here it's, I don't think it's gonna raise every 5 big.
but do we raise ace five bigger than 5-3?
Here, yeah, ace 5 I think will be sized up.
It's just linear. Better kicker, the more we raise.
So we have a spade, so that's still okay.
We just go and bet on it at 20 bigs. Like, are we just blasting off when we have a pair?
Yeah,
When-
a
when
pair
you
for
have a-
sure. A pair,
when you have-
maybe not. Second pair,
Well,
sure.
When you have a pair of 20 bigs, I mean, what more do you want?
So
This is the worst 5 that we can have, so for maximum protection, just go all in.
And it's right,
Percent.
100% all in.
Yeah,
Mm.
easy game.
I ain't never hating on that. That was a quick, okay, let's go. We're gonna donk.
This,
For
This is
sure.
a good,
We
this is a good
could.
donk candidate.
Yeah, I think we're for sure donking.
I like
Yeah.
dunking here because we have a 4.
The 2's not great in overall context, but still, this is definitely a donk
Just
candidate.
small.
I don't think you need to go big here. Oh, maybe you do.
It does, man.
It wants protection.
Loves the pile.
Okay.
Gonna go up.
Now
Nothing
it
like
wants to
get,
go small.
nothing like getting it backwards.
Weird.
Wow. We're gonna donk. I think we could maybe donk a little larger on this one.
No, just down small.
I like 48.
Nope. Call.
Yeah,
It's
I don't think
ugly.
that's a call.
Why
That was a
not?
pretty big, it's a pretty big raise.
Over cards.
Seems fucking bad. That's why.
And a gut shot.
Got him. That's how I do.
That's all. Oh, it's done.
That's how I get the fish tag.
Yeah, once you like fish tag acquired, you get to bet big with value. It's
Yep.
great.
We size up on this one?
Yeah.
Maybe not because we don't have any spades.
Our 4 wants maximum protection though. Oh, no, small and a bit big.
Yeah.
Check raise?
This is, yeah,
Let's
the
switch
board,
it up.
I think check
So-
call.
we can't flop a straight on this board, so I don't think we're gonna be leading. And we don't have as many 2 pairs because the 2's too disconnected. So I think this is gonna be a check call.
Yeah, what he said.
Check.
I hate calling.
Just
I'll tell you
call.
right now. I wanna raise.
Look, if this was diamonds, hearts, or spades, we'd be raising this. And I think we can give up.
It's our worst hand.
I'm gonna fold.
So. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, this is our worst hand.
Yeah, 100% give up.
I don't like this spot anymore. I don't wanna play it.
I thought it was your favorite spot, Ken.
Well, this is a little harder, 20.
I don't want to learn any more
I don't
about
have any-
donking. I just want to go back to knit folding.
I don't have any wiggle room.
It's your favorite spot. You've been talking about it for months. Here you
But
are.
I like
You
it a
don't
bit
like it
deeper where I
anymore.
can,
It's been 15 minutes, Ken.
I'm donking.
10 hands.
Donk the nuts too. You gotta have nuts when you donk, right?
But you got donk small.
No.
I wanna go small.
Gotta
You
go
could
small.
get
You got
You
too
could-
small.
you could get called by the ignorant end of the straight here, so I think you want to invite them in. Oh, yeah, you wanna let that ignorant end of the straight draw in. And hopefully a 3 or a 4 comes on the river and then you can stack them.
I was like, do we not check raise this flop?
No, the 7 and the 2 are too disconnected. We don't have 2 pairs with them as much. So we don't have as many strong value hands.
Yeah, but we're gonna check raise all of our sevens.
We're gonna check raise all of our suited 7s. Right? Like we're gonna check raise any 2 spades, any 2 hearts, and any 2 diamonds. So we're check raising a ton already.
8, 9 off. That's
We
check
do
raising
donk
half the
large
time.
though.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah,
really
our-
prefers leading over check raising, right?
Yeah, our large donks, I think, are gonna be the 7s and the 5 value hands.
Does the button bet big on this board? A lot or not?
When
No.
we check,
She always bet smaller.
mostly.
Yeah, his only big bets are like pocket 8s, pocket 9s there, and maybe a bit of 9-10,
H5.
right? That's the best 5. Ace-7, right? The best 7. So he's gonna be a little value heavy with big bets.
Oh. What do we do now?
Well,
Honestly, I think we're just going to bet and then fold to any aggression.
yeah, like our aces and kings want to get to the river, but our queen doesn't. So I think this is definitely gonna be a bet.
I would be giving up,
You know, I
probably up check.
Don't we
You
prefer
should.
like 8 and 9 high hands?
We have a spade, so we block a bit of value.
I think.
Alright, so you guys wanna bet? Oh, what's
Yeah.
this?
Yeah, I think
Giving up.
bet small.
LP took the computer back.
I'm sorry.
That's alright. I would check. Let's do it. What happened to the clues? Is this here?
Yeah, it's behind the El Dispositivo. Dispositivo.
If that's large,
That's large or checks. I guess to be honest, we would be betting larger with a 6 here or a deuce. I think we could fold.
I fold.
Yeah. So on the double paired board where the big blind leads, are you guys ever raising ace-10 off?
nope.
Here we
Sorry,
could have
what was the answer on the
Too late.
last one?
it was bet big, 40% of the time, check, 60%.
And we fold to aggression, right?
Yeah, we bet small and folded as opposed to we should have bet big and folded.
Supposed to check, I guess.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep barreling or are we gonna check?
Check.
I don't think he has many queens. I'm gonna bet.
Bet 94. And jam river.
We have a gut shot in king high. King high is gonna win sometimes here.
Do you wanna check? I wanna bet.
Think we're gonna bet a lot of worse fives than this. Think our king has very marginal showdown equity. I think
The
I'm
flop was
checking.
0% betting 30. So we
Yep.
don't have any combos anymore.
Yeah, it was either check or bet big on the flop. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, I think this is a check. Yeah. And now we have king high, we're good.
We blocked the straight. Yeah,
Is he going for thin value here with an ace? I don't know. We're gonna call with some threes and fours, maybe. I think we have better hands to call, so I think we can fold. Yeah, I think my nittiness is gonna fold, but I don't think it's a bad idea to jam either.
No spade? Do we jam without spades?
That's a good idea, a good way to think of it.
Calls.
Oh,
Just
Wow.
call him. Did he call us?
no, he folded.
Got him.
Yeah, he folded ace nine. We folded out a better hand. But it was interesting, he went for thin value on the river with ace high there.
Probe?
That's a great card for our range, yeah. You can definitely, I think we have to bet big though.
Ooh, checks 100%.
Yeah, on that board, are you guys ever getting raised when you lead into that ace king?
I mean, sometimes. I think some people are, probably not much. We're gonna lead here, right?
This is definitely a lead.
And do we go big?
I think 48. I think we have really strong equity. I don't think we want to get raised. Right? Because we don't have a hand, we just have queen high.
Goes really big.
Oh,
I
it
think
goes
if you
all-
don't want to
just
get
rips
raised,
it.
you want to bet big.
Just
all
rips
the
it.
way. It just rips it. Yeah, if I see someone ripping that, I mean, maybe they're getting the fish tag, but
It's a good, I think this is probably a better check raise than donk or no?
This is a check call.
yeah, our draw is probably strong enough. And our draw got much better. It's there.
Oh, last time we had the nuts, we bet small, right?
Yeah, we want to invite people in. Hopefully his ace makes the wheel here.
Jesus. I wanted to bet big again and I thought it would
Yeah.
go small. 'Cause
I
last
think
time we
betting
had
big
it-
is better.
Last time we had a straight, it bet small. I guess that's because we had the nut straight. And now we
Here
don't
you-
have the nut straight.
We can check and let him bet the ace. bluff catch with our straight.
I like block betting here, actually. Because it's a hand I can block bet call off with.
So if you block that, you're gonna block his bluffs. Right? Like we want him to bet big with the ace of spades here, right? Because he's got the small straight and the blocker to the nut flush. And we don't block the spades.
I
think
like block
that-
betting as well, or checking.
Oh.
I think both are good.
If you so you're planning to call off if you block bet and get
I'm
raised,
calling
right?
off. And my thing is like, I'm gonna wanna block bet like a 7 here, I think, maybe a 5. Some 5s, definitely 7s. For thin value, and I like to have some strong hands when I block bet. But what you're saying makes a ton of sense, so I don't know what to do anymore. I like to block, I mean, I would have blocked bet, but we'll see.
Okay, let's block it.
Nope, we're right. I mean, what you said made a lot of sense.
Yeah, like you really want him to bluff with the ace of spades here. He's really incentivized to go big with a value hand that has a nut blocker. So. But if you do block that, I mean, he's not folding the wheel there.
Yeah, we're gonna get some value. But it was still wrong.
Yeah, but like it's interesting. He didn't raise the turn.
We're gonna size up here when we talk. Top pair with a gutter.
We almost never size up, Ken.
Yeah, we have some better value hands because we already have more made straights and more 2 pairs.
Oh, yeah, just bet small.
No,
No, it's 100% big bet.
yeah, we're sizing up because our hands is vulnerable.
We're gonna stack off.
Alright, then size up here.
It's different
what?
now.
He's definitely got eights in his floats.
Yeah.
Marginal made hand. Check. Call.
I don't. Yeah, I don't mind checking or betting small. I think both are fine.
Oh, now we're screwed.
Now we're kind of screwed.
Safe chips. I hate defending this. I think Pio's going to. I would fold, to be honest. What are you guys doing?
Paul.
Just call?
Yeah, gutter and an over to the upper dangler.
Now we
Oh,
can
sorry, we
bluff.
don't have a gutter here. Never mind. Yeah, I like folding
Oh.
as well.
Too late for that.
Yeah,
You already spewed.
yeah.
Well, every so now and then you make a mistake. Now I think maybe check fold.
I'm spewing now. See, now I'm gonna spew.
Okay.
We paired the 2.
Yeah, I don't mind betting big here.
Yeah.
Like now that we're here. And then fold.
Hey, if you ain't trying.
Yeah.
What's that? What's the saying?
You
Yeah, if
ain't
you ain't
cheating.
trying, you ain't doing it right. Something like that.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Right, that's even better.
Wayne Gretzky.
We're gonna dock this, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't have a lot of jacks.
Jack is a better pre-flop razor card than it is for us, though.
I mean, he's gonna have jack of spades for sure, but he's not gonna have a lot. Maybe jack of hearts.
He's also gonna call with a lot of sevens and sixes. Well, with whatever sevens and sixes are in his range.
I think I'm going bet, but we should probably, what are we gonna do here? I think I'm blasting off, but you guys think better of it.
It's not a bad idea. I mean, king high has some showdown value, but we're also trying to make bigger pairs fold. Yeah, you can bet.
Bet small though.
I guess our open-ended straight doesn't want to get raised, which is why it bets small.
Do we purposely choose these low flops or it just came out?
That's the whole design of this experiment is leading when to donk and when not to donk.
Are we replaying hands now? I feel like we already did this one.
Yeah, that's a 100% check raise, but he didn't bet. So I think it's safe to donk.
Yeah, we have no like equity really. We have no showdown value. I guess we have to bluff, right?
Yeah.
We can't make a hand here.
Yeah, I think we could polarize a little bit.
Wants to give up. Not surprised.
Yeah, I think hearts didn't come in. We showed that we were polarized on the turn, so I think it's all or nothing. I think it's all. Yeah.
One more hand. I gotta go eat lunch. I'm starving. I had no breakfast. This is an easy one. Oh, he didn't frickin' bet. Dude,
Got you.
bet small.
I'm surprised there's some big leading as well.
I
Some
would bet
medium and
big
some
here.
big leading.
I would bet pot 80%. Seems good.
Never bet small. Oh, LP, take it back. I gotta go eat.
Thanks a lot, Ken.
Thank you.
Anybody wanna take the controls?
No, I'm playing.
Don't be shy.
Go ahead, dude.
Whose voice was that?
Canada, Peter.
Canada
I could-
Peter. You got
Yeah, I
it?
could click
Do
it.
you
if
wanna
want.
try another scenario, Pete?
No, this is good.
Excellent. I
I
believe you
like
can
leading
click.
here.
So we're gonna be betting big.
48.
48.
I like 48.
Yeah.
No,
You didn't click it yet.
There.
Yeah, you need to click it.
There we go.
2.2%.
Don't listen to Vince. That's a good tip.
So I guess the 2 is out of range, right? Like we like all the other the pairs in the middle.
Yeah.
7, 6, and 5s. All right. Speaking of 7, 6s, 5s.
I like betting here because we have a spade.
We're gonna be defending a lot of the flushes with check raises. So we're not gonna be check raising this hand. We don't have a straight draw or a flush draw, so you wanna just lead?
Yeah,
Small or big?
small.
No, 100% check.
Alright,
Okay. So we got here with the king. We don't have any draws. We have one marginal relevant blocker. He's gonna be floating with some king high and ace high.
I think I like giving up here.
I'll check. No,
Nope. That's. But I mean, we were supposed to have, we weren't supposed to have bet the flop, right? So,
yeah, it's a tricky spot.
yeah, so I think check, give up.
Yeah, I think check it up. But it did want to bet the turn. The 6 is not in his range, so like.
Yeah.
I don't know. Folding now, obviously.
Yeah, although here on the river, it's never checking.
Yeah, it's betting like 80%, 75%.
Yeah, but we're in a weird part of the tree, huh? So.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the float
Oh,
with
look.
king and backdoor hearts.
Yeah, I'm just soul reading the solver.
Okay,
I'm gonna lead 48, maybe even 80,
Nope. Small.
maybe even 327.
Think you're crazy.
so
That's small.
we're gonna have a lot of value hands here. They're gonna be composed of two pairs, straights.
I
I
like
think we can also go small.
48, 80, 30, 327, check. That's my order of.
Okay, we'll go slightly bigger than small. Jam.
I think we're calling off here. Oh, we have queen 9. I thought we had queen 8. I just glanced over and I'm playing games.
Okay. It is interesting. It did lead small, both 30 and 48 a lot.
Hi. Thank you.
So could go either way there.
Yeah,
And then probably folding here with our queen high, no draw.
probably, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably
we
a-
would have stacked him.
That would have been a soul read.
The solver is definitely cheating though, so a 7's coming for sure.
So in the same way that we're defending with the flush draw, he's taking the offensive with the 3-card flush draw. He has 3-card flush draw, 3-card gut shot.
I'll be back.
All right, 7-3-2.
I
No
don't
flop
think-
straights.
You
No
know,
flop pair.
with my new like K card system here, would check.
So much. Have a great day. Stay safe.
I
The
think we check
9.
again.
The 9 is in his range,
Yeah,
but it's also in ours. Remember, it's a good card for the big blind in defense. We have a low value hand here. Do we want to bluff this queen high?
doubt it.
Okay.
I'm gonna mute Liz real quick. Just a second.
I don't think we're calling a big bet with queen high here. He is gonna bet big with some 10 jack and stuff like that here that our queen eye is beating.
Yeah, I think it's a fold. We just hit the 9. What a lockbox. So Pete, check this out. The key cards for the big blind, 7, No, 6, 7, 5, 4. So if there's 2 key cards or more, we should be betting a little bit more. If there's 3 key cards, we should be almost always betting, I think.
Well, there's 3.
Yeah, but 3 key cards that are different.
But this is also a good showdown hand.
I like checking.
Um, And I mean, you know, against the paired board, we're gonna check raise with the flush draw, but I don't know about trips. We check raise defend here.
No, I think we check call defend.
You're right. All right.
I think we're gonna check again.
And
I
just
think we're
show
just
down
gonna
our
check again. Yeah, showdown.
king
again.
high.
Show it down.
Try and induce bluffs from worse diamonds. Yeah, 100% check.
Can you open up that spot in the tree actually?
With this hand,
Yeah,
where?
go to
are
the
we going?
browser. Yeah.
Which,
So click on bet. Actually, click on check at the very end.
Oh.
No, click on the three of. Click on the 3 of hearts now. Yeah, click on check at the very right. Yeah, so you see how it's like bet 220, 297. Yeah, click on check and make them bet 160.
where?
Our range is not loading in.
Yeah. That is what?
I don't know. Maybe we don't have any hands in range now. Oh, there it is.
There's just a little lag.
So king 9 is folding to the pot bet. All right, that's what I thought too.
Yeah,
Like we're gonna
But-
get stacked a lot.
yeah.
Because the 9, so like the hands that want to bluff here are hands that like can't win. Like having a 9 here is kind of bad because you want them to bluff with like 10-9, Jack-9.
Yeah.
So I think also in that same vein, having a Jack-10 or a 9 are all bad. And 8 is like kind of bad.
Yeah, because we blocked their bluff hands.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think if he bets small, we're just gonna snap him off.
Yeah, I mean, king high is really strong and we're gonna pay all his aces.
Yeah, so click on the last check up there, yeah, and then bet 80. Okay, it's a little bit. Probably not with the diamonds then, I assume. Scroll over king 9 suited.
Sorry, what was that, Vince?
Scroll over king 9 suited. Oh, wants to call more with diamonds. Huh. I guess because he wants to bluff non-diamonds because he wants us to have diamonds. Is that?
Yeah,
But we're calling more with diamonds, so he doesn't want us to have diamonds, right?
yeah, like he's gonna beat a lot of our diamonds too, right? Like if we're calling with 45 of diamonds here,
Yeah.
right?
So we're not calling it with the 9 either way. Okay. I think I would have speared on the river then.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely calling 9s, I think. 9. Yeah, I mean, any king's a big king. Right, I guess it's this king 8 unblocks the bluffs a little more, which is why it always calls. Right?
Mhm.
King 8 suited.
Yeah.
Right? And king nine and king 10 and king jack are more likely to fold. But yeah. Okay. All right. Straights in the house. But only one of Louis' key cards. So we don't get to go hog wild. We have a good showdown hand. So
Let's see if it's true.
Check.
I think also like this specific straighty board where like an ace has a wheel draw is not great for us to donk, I think. Because if we had an ace, we would just be all in.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, like check 96%.
And call one street.
I think we have to call one street. We have two overcards. The king is like could just be the best hand right now. So
Yep, 98.
I think we're still checking.
Deuce doesn't change much. So earlier today, like Louis said, when the board doesn't change, right? And someone bet and called, why would you bet again? Right? Like this scenario came up.
If we bet, so earlier, I think it was like a 10-7-6 or something. So the reason why I lean towards c betting small on the flop, and when the range doesn't change, if we were going to bet the flop, then we just continue betting the turn, right?
Okay.
Because like we bet the same amount though. So if we went small on the flop, we're going small on the turn.
But like you're still wide on the button here and his range is starting to get condensed. Right? So like the equities are going to shift when the board doesn't shift. So I'm not sure why he would bet the 2 here. Unless he picked up spades.
He could still have an ace here, just like he's betting for value with a backdoor draw or with a gut shot. Yeah, I think it's going to start mixing in some folds here as well. But I think we got to call. Now I think we're giving up. I don't think we get to bluff here. The king can still win.
So if he bets small, are we giving up or calling here?
I think I'm going to give up if he bets small. You can open up that spot and see if we're supposed to defend if he bets again.
Yeah, like is he gonna bet smaller spades that we should call here? Right? Like he just takes his ace high spades to showdown. But
yeah, because the ace can still win on a paired board. And then like he wants us to have spades. So him having 2 spades is bad.
Yeah.
For the continuing range. Like, I think we're supposed to fold the river if we scroll to the right. So put a 10 up there. Just click on the 10 of clubs. We checked, I believe. Yeah. So check and then make him bet.
and he's stuck with only 2 bet sizes. Half pot or
Go
blast.
half.
Yeah, we have to have some calls.
So yeah, king nine's folding here. Like all the king highs are folding unless we have some other equity.
King queen. Fold. Fold, fold, fold. King 4 has the blocker.
Yeah, king 4 has the blocker, but you're still mixing. Just like, so when you want to make, I think a good generalization when you're looking at solves is that if the solver is mixing a bet or a check, just put like betting more often. If the solver is mixing a call or a fold, just fold more often.
Yeah, because population's not gonna play nearly as balanced as the solver.
Yeah.
Population's
So
gonna be
like, just
value
fold all
heavy.
your king highs with no equity, basically.
Seven deuce deuce. Deuce is not particularly good for us.
No.
We don't have two pairs. We don't have the straight draw. Normally we defend by check raising, but we don't have a flush draw.
We have absolutely nothing. So it's like, do we want to just like blow them off the pot right now?
So donk big.
Yeah, donk big and they give up. Nope, we're supposed to check 100%. I just want to point out that donk big is still printing a little bit of value there.
Yeah. Oh, and population's gonna overfold too, right?
Yeah. I'm giving up at this point. I'm not putting any more money
Yeah.
in there. Even if like a 6 comes on the river, I'm just not putting money in.
Seven deuce deuce, you go big and population, they're gonna float king jack. Maybe.
Maybe, but like rainbow, 7 deuce deuce, they literally don't have any straights not available. It's like, it's tough. It's tough to float there, even as like, you know, a poker coaching member, you know.
Here we have a good 6. Good top pair. Vulnerable. Vulnerable to the straight coming in, but
It's not super vulnerable, because we do have an overcard with the jack of spades.
Yeah.
Uh,
two good cards for our, two key cards for our range.
I do like leading here, and I'm going to go with 48. Or even 80 is good too.
Okay.
Yeah,
48
48
some,
or 80.
80 a little more.
The EV, you're actually making more with 48, but the solver wants to go big.
Yeah.
He just wants that extra fold equity, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so the 7, another key card for our range.
We went 48, right? Let's go 94.
Okay. Half pot.
Nope, we're supposed to. Oh no, we're supposed to just rip it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Key card for our range. Blast off. Now the 10 is bad, but we're not supposed to be here very often.
Just check, I guess. Nope, we're supposed to be all in.
That's still good. All right.
I think we can check here.
This is 3 cards in our range, right?
Yes.
What were we supposed to do with 3 cards in our range, LP?
Bet a lot, bet range, small.
I like checking here because Queen Jack is fairly strong.
Bet range small. Mike check?
I like checking.
Isn't he gonna have a lot of ace rag that's gonna go with this?
I think is ace rag gonna bet though?
We're calling anyway. I'm checking to check call. I'm not folding.
Hello,
Hello,
Alright.
hello.
I'm sorry, I
Does-
had a configuration
does
problem. I like it to bet a lot here, but I guess I'm wrong.
You know, Louis, we just can't always be right, except unless you're me. So
Now that it goes check, check, and we get another key card that's different, that's printing for our range. Are we gonna bet big? Because queen high doesn't show down as well.
Lost on this one.
Sorry, Roxanne, which do you like?
Oh, I just said I'm lost on this one.
if we bet here, we're basically turning our hand into a bluff. And because we have a heart, it's actually having a heart here is probably good because we don't want them to have a continuing range when we bluff. So I'm split between betting and checking.
If you're betting, are you going 80, 87?
If I'm betting, it's going to be probably 80 or 87. To me, they're the same size.
Yeah.
So pretty indifferent.
Okay, let's take a peek. Oh, a little more 80, but that's small. But we did make a bigger hand fold.
Okay, bet small. We can also consolidate all the like kind of fringe bet sizes into the check as well. So bet small 80%, check 20%.
Here we go, all the cards with a 9, the gut shot are betting mixed big.
They're mixing all their sizes.
The 9 wants to bet, the 8 bets, 7 bets for values. Lots of stuff bets except the 4. And king, queen, king, jack, queen, jack. Some of it wants to check. Even the aces are betting for value except for the ace. 9, ace, deuce. All right, 8-5. Bluffed open-ended. Not a flush. Couple of different cards in our range. Think we could bet small here. Two key cards says maybe Louis would size up.
There's no straight here, right?
Nope. We just flopped open-ended. 4-5 could be there.
I think we're just going to check here, check call.
Hand's too strong, open-ended. 5, but also an array of leads.
Yeah.
And now we get there.
Getting there's always nice.
And we have the over straight too. So we want to get the money in.
So I feel like check raising.
So you want to go for the check raise here, Roxanne?
Yeah. Later on though.
Okay. You are 100% right.
One time.
Now, do you want to jam?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Snap calls those two queens.
Supposed to call there.
That's interesting. Against 3 cards that are our key cards, and then the one that pairs, he still jams those queens.
Yeah.
I guess we have a lot of bets on the flop that are kind of giving up on the turn. So he goes big.
I like leading here, but we don't need to lead. So like we can check. We can even check the check raise actually.
A pair and a gut shot, but no flush draw, no backdoor flush draw. So you're checking to check raise here.
Yeah, for value. Sometimes, not all the time. I'm check calling most of the time.
Yeah, I can check call. No.
Oh, wants to get
Okay.
some money in the pot.
Small.
It likes all the options. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't mind all the options. Like we're gonna lead some, check raise some, check call some.
Okay.
Can't really go wrong.
10's a good card for him.
Yeah, so now I think we're just gonna check call.
Check call with our gut shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a double gutter, right? So
Oh yeah, 9.
oh no, it's not a double gutter. Sorry.
Just the 6. Okay, he didn't bluff diamonds on the turn.
This is like a 4-banger now. I think we can just check, honestly.
Yeah. Check.
Do you want a thin value bet to get his ace highs to pay us?
No. I don't think an ace high has to pay us here. Like 3 of the 5 cards are not in his range.
So do
Just
you want to
check.
block? Do you want to block bet then?
No, I want to check.
No.
And then
Check
plan
and
to call if
evaluate.
he planned to call if he bluffs.
Yeah.
Okay. Have fun.
Not a check. Supposed to
Oh.
bet there.
Supposed to block bet.
Oh, okay.
Easy call.
Call
Oh,
zero.
we're supposed to raise.
We're supposed
Oh
to-
my God.
Oh,
Jam it.
stop.
Oh,
The EV
wouldn't have-
difference is negligible though. Like
That
it seems
64 to
really
60.
skewy.
that does.
But I mean, I don't think he's calling. Like, I don't think population's calling with a 5 there.
Yeah, but if the population is bluffing like every ace, right?
Yeah, like I thought was on the river, instead of going check. I don't have the.
Because when we rip the river there, we're turning our 5 into a bluff.
Yeah,
Kind of.
yeah, I don't know about that one. That one's funny spot.
I think we can lead here, check raise here.
I want to
Like
lead.
we don't
I
have
wanna
we don't
protect
have
my-
any bad options, I think.
We got two key cards for us. With 1 spade against spade draw. Be some open enders that'll want to call here with against us. We have 2 pair,
Yeah,
Strong, but
no bad
vulnerable.
options.
so
Eight.
bet small.
I like 48, but
Size up.
you were too strong.
If we start betting larger, he's gonna raise us less.
Yeah.
So do we want to bet small and hope to 3-bet?
Sure.
I think we wanna bet small. Because, like these strong
Check.
hands at low SPR, we often want to slow play them like 2 pairs at 20 big blinds. It's almost always check calling.
60% check, 33% bet. Okay, but we do lead here. So the spade comes right away. The- The 8's gonna pair a lot of cards for him too, though. It's gonna pair a lot of his continuation range. So are we checking here or are we continuing to lead?
Half of me wants to check, half of me wants to jam it.
I think we
That was
want to
big.
bet again because the 8 is not so good for him.
I think I'm gonna order an extra large ripperoni pizza.
So ripping SPR 2 here is bad. You want to just bet small.
All right, we got Louis going small, and we got Vince going big. What do you think, Roxanne?
I was jamming it too, but
All right,
probably Louis is probably right.
get some peanut butter and jam.
0.
But it does have big bets.
That's small. That's the main one.
That's small. Bet small, check, and bet big is okay.
Yeah, I don't like betting 80% because when we go 80 and then he calls, like literally every single river card is bad for us. And we have half pot left. So it's like we have no decisions. So I prefer small or like just all in. Check is good too, but like having no good river cards is it's just not great.
Where are our big bets here? 87. That's blocking the straight and the 7 of spades. So blocking the straight, blocking the flush, and a very vulnerable top pair. Right, then ace 8 and ace 6. So the relevant 6 of spades, 8 of 7 of spades blockers. And the big value hands with the ace 8 and 8-7. Ace 8 off. Those are where the big bets come from. But yeah, Louis was right. Most of the range wants to bet small. All right. 7 and 6, 2 low cards for us. Paired board.
Like betting.
I think we
Definitely,
can
I think
check.
we're gonna have some leads.
Gonna check the check raise here.
Check the check raise. Okay. If you were gonna lead, how big would you lead, Roxanne?
About 48.
Size up a little bit.
Check raise is probably good too.
Okay, let's see then. It checks. That's a bit of 30 and a bit of 48. Yeah. Okay. So check raise 78 then.
Sure.
Yeah, 78. Call.
That's the right thing
Easy
to
call.
do.
Yeah, now you gotta call.
We're just going broke here. Like there's no choice.
Alright. We are not going broke. 10-8.
What's he doing?
The gut shot stuff.
Two overs and a gut shot with a
overs and a
spade.
Play.
With a spade. I guess he blocks your calling range, so he wants a spade.
Yeah. Wow. All right.
Raise.
There- We don't have a flush draw. We don't have a straight draw. I don't think we're gonna be check raising this board.
I think we
This
just
three is a good card.
I think we just go with our king high equity here. Just check to check call.
The 3 is good, but the best ones are the 7, the 6, the 5, and the 4.
This is our worst king though. You know what? I'm gonna check raise as a bluff
All right.
because we have king deuce and the deuce is bad.
It is a 100% check, so it's setting you up for the check raise. Are you going for it?
I'm going for it.
Sure.
All right, here we go.
Oh, it's a fold.
It's a fold. So he auto 3-bets, but I mean, he ripped it in last time with 10-8 off. I don't think he has 10-8 off here.
I mean, I think we fold now, right?
Yeah, I think we fold.
Our bluffing hand got raised. I think we got a fold.
Yeah.
Oh, Asoriga. All right. 7-3-2, one that's good for us, one that's really good for us. Jack 5, no straight draw,
Nothing.
nothing.
I think I'm check folding. Unless the turns.
It is a 100% check, but we get to the turn. We improve our equity to a gut shot, but that's also a key card for us.
That's true.
All we have is a gut shot and Jack high.
Should lead.
Okay, how big?
80. Or
Only
87. 87.
Okay,
I think like 30 is enough because we have a diamond.
Maybe, yeah.
Like I think if we didn't have a diamond, we could go 80.
if we check to check raise a 7, would we bet 80 now or would we bet 30?
I think 30.
Okay. Let's give it a try. Oh, it
7.
says polarize. The 6 is another good card for us. Wants us to size up.
No, I hate our hand.
The ace on the river, the diamonds don't get there, but we had one anyways.
Yeah, I thought we would have like, I do like the sizing, but I thought we would have bet smaller because we had a diamond. Like we don't have to go big, you know what I mean? Like if we had no diamond and like so they have more diamonds, then we want to charge more draws.
Yeah.
Right.
And we also have the 5, so he has less 5s, so he has less straight draws.
I think we have
Yeah.
to check now because the ace is really bad for us.
Card for him. Look at that turn call with king, queen. Calling off our diamond bluffs.
But I think maybe that's why we don't bet small, because they're just gonna, we've got crap and they're gonna call with crap.
He calls with all, so he obviously calls with all aces and some kings there.
I guess it makes sense because like king high still beats our diamond draws.
Because we might check our ace high diamond draws with showdown value.
Check raise here.
Okay. One key card. And the flush draw. A bad flush draw. Is this a check raise candidate? Is this,
Yeah, I like check raising here.
or is this too good for a check raise?
I think either is fine. Because if we check raise and he jams it, we're still calling off. I'm completely fine with that. So
Check. He sizes up a little bit.
I'm still check raising, so I don't care.
Okay.
Would I
how big?
jam here actually? No, probably.
But maybe
I think
squeeze.
107 and then all in on a turn.
That sounds good
So-
to me.
If you had jack 4 of spades, would you be jamming here? Right, or jack 5?
Probably.
Okay, click it. And he stuffs it right back in
Yeah.
our face.
And we're all in. We're calling.
Yeah, we gotta call.
8? Oh, 8's almost good. We'll get him next time.
Because like, so when you see these kinds of hands, and you can kind of ask yourself is like, do I mind getting it all in right now? Like if you just open ripped all in, like what I call. And then if the answer is yes, then you can just kind of do like, you can just check raise a lot because you don't mind seeing a turn and you don't mind getting it all in. So just check raise.
A paired board below the best 4 cards for us. The paired board, we're gonna mostly
This is
defend by
alright.
check raise.
Check raise big, deuce.
The deuce is loose, check raise big.
No check call.
A 3 check raises small, deuce check raises big.
All right, I like the sound of that. So all the way, 134,
Yep.
pot coming back at him. And he rips.
Nah.
Or is the right.
Oh,
You got
well.
it right. 100% of range check raise is big there.
Can I advocate for folding here? Or would that be insane?
Yeah, no. We already put in like half our stack. There's no going back.
Yeah, there's
Short.
well, there's what 480 in there, and we've only got 193 behind, and we might be ahead.
How much did you say is in there? 2.
Oh, he's all in 327. There's
Yeah,
Uh,
there's
500
like,
in there, right?
yeah, there's
2, 3, 4,
550 in
5.
there.
Yeah, we're getting 2. We're getting 2.5 to 1. There's no folding. I'm sorry.
come on, Jack,
Yeah, we're lighting our stack
Call,
on
bummer
fire.
call.
ship it.
Oh wow,
Oh, we won.
Oh, punty punt.
we got
100%
him.
100% call.
Don't try this in game though.
Don't try this at all.
Yeah, you're always looking at over pairs.
Yeah, when
Yeah,
you
100%.
check raise big and they just go over top, you're dead like every time.
Like, or at the minimum, you're facing like an ace high flush draw.
Yeah,
So you only call off Jonathan Little and Louis Philippe with that.
yeah.
So we got the two key cards for us. A possible straight flop.
I think this is just a check fold.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Check fold.
Yeah,
Alright,
you need an 8 or like a 4 or 5 to do a check raise or continue.
you gotta fold against this 1/3 pot bet.
I'm folding.
Yeah, I'm folding.
Okay.
We have no backdoor. We only have 1 over.
Good job, 100%.
Don't force it.
Yeah,
Ooh,
save the stuffs for those pair of twos.
I wouldn't be surprised if we could lead here.
Yeah, I feel like
Five and the
leading.
4 are good for us. There's lots of nut hands that contain 6s and 7s. If we flop the straight here, would we want to bet small or big?
The 5 high boards are the least led boards because the ace
Okay.
has a wheel draw.
Right.
That being said, we can still lead if we want to. I think this is gonna be a heavy check though.
You think with third pair, it's gonna be check call?
Probably, yeah. I think it's gonna be check call because we don't have a spade.
Okay, what about you, Sam?
Check. Check call is fine.
Check it. Check is the answer. Small bet a bit. Yeah, it's okay. Another good card for our range.
Is it? He has the offsuit 7s, right? So it's not
No, he
great
does.
for us.
He doesn't. His range is offsuit 8s.
Yeah, he has suited 5s and offsuit 8s. So he
The
has a-
thing with this hand is if we bet and then an overcard comes on the river, I don't know what to do. But if we don't bet, I mean, we're just giving him free equity. So I don't know. I mean, if we bet small, he is not making a mistake by calling us with, overs with one spade, one heart hand even. So I have no idea what to do here.
We don't block either flush draw.
Oh, I want to check.
And let the flush draw get there for free.
But the
Yeah,
thing is, like, this
we're either
is
checking to give up or we're turning our 3 into a bluff. So
no, I don't think we're
Yeah.
checking to give up, especially when he checks back the flop. I don't think we should give up. Like, if he bets, I think we should call. And I lean towards betting because this board is just, it's really good for us. Like, we have a bunch of 7s, 2 pairs. He basically doesn't have much 7s except for the suited ones.
We have all the 2 pairs. And we
Yeah.
have 3 times as many straights as he does with the offsuit 7s.
Yeah.
The offsuit deuces.
I lean towards betting, but then I don't know what to do on the river. Do we turn the hand into a bluff? Do we check?
If you're gonna bet, are you gonna bet big or small? Because small is gonna really incentivize a lot of calling.
Yeah, don't bet small.
I think we could bet big here. I mean, we have the range and the nut advantage here.
We have a
wanna
mar-
just
I'm gonna bet.
try and
we-
get the showdown cheap.
We have the definition of a marginally made hand, so check calling is also a strong.
Yeah.
option.
Yeah, check calling is also a strong option.
Yeah, we beat ace king. We crush ace king.
Yeah, but ace king has a lot of equity against us.
It does.
A
It does.
lot of equity.
Yep.
True, but is ace king gonna defend against an 87 bet on a 1-line board?
I mean, the solver called you with king queen the other hand, right? When you bet big. So, yeah, I mean, we're getting value if we bet big. He's gonna call with ace king.
does anybody want to go all in?
We have hands without 3s that we have hands with no pairs that we can bluff.
I think if we bet here, it's not a bluff. It's like
It's a bluff.
it's
you
an
get
equity
called, it'd be-
protection. No, I don't think so. Because he
Bet
checked back
big.
the flop. He
Okay,
has a bunch of ace high.
all right.
I think
would
when
bet
in
all in.
doubt, all in for clout.
That's not a thing.
No.
They lose, play 7 deuce.
7 deuce is the super nuts here.
Yeah.
What the hell? Just check it. No
It is.
checking. Bet
Bet 30.
100% small.
Wow. Shocked. I don't
Oh,
see how he's
check.
gonna fold anything with a small bet there.
See, now
But
we're
he's-
fooked. We're fooked. Now we're fooked.
Call,
Now we have a marginal mayhem. We have a 3.
call.
Just check.
Check call.
Yeah, when it checks
Everything
down,
right.
we just check call now. Like,
Oh,
Ouch.
Shuffleophagus.
Check.
fold, easy fold.
Fold.
Yeah.
Butchered this hand.
His worst possible hand,
Right.
right? So he turns it into the biggest bluff.
We butchered that. I butchered that.
Not really. Like,
I butchered that.
It's not a butcher because, like, if you look at the EVs instead of like the percentage split, they're like so comparable that
Oh, good. Okay,
you're never making like that big of a mistake.
all right.
Like
Oh.
for context there on the turn, I think betting was like 48, going all in was like 35. So it's like, even the most spewy option is not even losing
Yeah.
EV.
A check call here.
Check
Like,
raise, check raise or lead.
honestly, I would just lead here.
Check raise or lead. I like the lead.
so we got the 4 to the straight, 3 to the flush, 1 big overcard.
Yeah,
Seems like we got a lot of
Great key
business in this
cards.
hand.
80. I
What-
want to tell him I'm here.
get used to
Ocho,
it.
Yeah.
Vincent has arrived. Okay, let's see what happens when we arrive at the turn.
yeah.
A little bit.
That's a bunch of checking.
The god of bluffs has logged on.
It's a thing. It's a thing. It's a 5% thing.
Yeah.
Although betting 30 is a 10% thing.
What
Yeah, can
betting-
you open that spot? Are we checking the
Yeah.
check raise?
Yeah.
I hope so.
So it looks like our 5 4s, our 6 5s, 5 3s. Cards really honestly constructed around the open-ended straight with a pair.
Yeah, but it looks like our king 5, all the overcard plus a 5 is like just check calling.
Let's check. No, wait, check. It might be check raise.
Check.
Look.
Oh wait, this is our action. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's look at the check raise.
And then if he bets small,
Raise.
It's raising some.
No, not much though.
but again, it's all these cards that we were considering leading,
Yeah,
our 4s and our combinations in there.
and our king, queen and king, queen, jack. Who finds those bluffs?
Yeah.
And you don't even need a heart to do it.
Nope.
I think that's kind of like the low equity bluffs.
Yeah, who here is finding those bluffs?
I'm not good enough.
Yeah, but luckily, but you also didn't just call with king, queen in the big blind. You raised it. So you're not in this position.
Yeah, I'm not even in this hand.
Queen 10 of clubs is queen 10 of, okay, so this is when queen 10 of clubs doesn't 3-bet against the button here.
Wait, yeah, how are we even here? I'm all in already. This is 20 big blinds, right? Queen
Yeah.
10 is like
20
an
big
auto
blinds.
jam.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So you
But-
accidentally misclicked and found yourself here.
Let's see. Did that?
Actually, let me just look at the chart
I'm
real
looking at that too,
quick.
yeah.
Am I playing this wrong? Oh, I am playing this wrong.
What is it?
It's a 100% check pre-flop.
100%. Oh, okay.
Whoops. That explains
Isn't
it.
it It's Jack 10, isn't it? What is a shove there?
The 20 bigs.
Jack 10,
like,
Jack 10 is a shove. Jack 10,
yeah,
Jack
that's what I
10 's a
Jack 10 is
shove.
half raise, half shove.
King 7 suited is a shove.
And a bunch of ace, offsuit ace.
Yeah. And all the pairs like that. Have it.
And most of the suited ace we call.
But there we are. Here we
Here
are.
we,
And this is
we get to
check
this
fold.
spot, bad spot.
just check fold.
Fours and threes.
Yeah, check fold.
We have
Give
nothing
up.
that relates to interaction. Fold.
100% check,
Yeah, and 100% fold.
100% fold, easy peasy.
Just lose.
And the population isn't betting ace king on 4-4-3 that often.
I'm betting
I
ace
think
king
they
like
are.
every time. there.
Yeah, we are, but like from
Oh.
what I see, they're not.
I hate this.
Monotone board. If we check, we're gonna face a bet. We're not gonna like it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're gonna face about a lot.
and we have the best hand a lot. And we can't, and we hate every card that comes.
But we have
Just
the range
stab.
advantage. So do we stab?
Stab it.
No, no,
I don't think we ever get to stab
no,
here.
no, not on a low monotone board. It's not. No. Check.
Yep,
It is a check.
check fold.
Fold.
I think it's you could call once here, but
Call once with ace high.
No.
yeah, call once.
He's betting his whole range, right?
Yeah, he's
True.
bet. So he's gonna have some like queen jack with a spade in it. that
Even
we-
with no spades, he's betting his whole range.
Yeah, so he's gonna bet his best ace high, and then check his worst, check his best like king highs, and then bet most of his like jack highs, 10 highs, queen highs. So we still could call here, but can't go any further than that unless we hit a pair somehow.
Probably going to be betting any two cards.
Yeah, he's betting any two cards, so we got to call
Yeah,
our best showdown hands.
But thinking about it, we're going to call with any one spade in our hand, and we're going to call with any 7, 4, or 2, right?
yeah.
Do we get to start thinking about folding ace high?
We're also gonna call with a 3 or a 5.
Yeah.
If it, and an overcard.
But I think we'd call one.
Yeah,
Call
it's
it. Raise
we
it.
can
Never
raise it.
fold, never fold.
Oh,
71% raise. It defends by raising. Puts him back in a bad situation. Because remember, he's still gonna have clubs, diamonds, and hearts that are all not gonna be happy to be check raised here. Plus, king, queen off and stuff like that.
Madness.
Okay. So we arrive at the turn, I think. Check call.
Madness? No.
Oh.
This is Sparta. It's time to kick him in the hole.
This is not
This-
smart.
This
Check.
is just a check. No, this is just a check. If he
Oh,
bets
good.
again, we need to fold.
Yeah.
But it leads. That's another key card for us.
It's half the time.
We keep giving him easy decisions here.
That's the nature of playing out of position.
Well, we said we were only doing it once, so. Yep,
100% fold. Great job.
yep. And He had the spade and the better hand.
But if you look at that board, he's certainly not happy to get check raised.
No. But he's calling with the spade and the ace.
Calling with that spade for sure.
And then, so he calls the flop, calls the bet on the turn, and then folds when we shove the river.
Yep, as long as it doesn't come in.
Because we've got all those low cards. All right, here we got a paired board.
Yeah, I want to see some turns.
No flush in our hand, though. So we defend paired boards by check raising. Is this gonna be a check raise?
Yes.
Not really.
I'm not gonna check raise here.
No.
I'm not check raising.
I'm
all
gonna check
checking.
and evaluate.
Almost all checking, tiny bit of bet.
I'm folding.
Yeah, we can probably fold.
Fold,
Raise it.
Mark it.
backdoor,
Fold 'cause
nothing.
we have
Fold or
lots of-
call. I'm leaning towards fold.
Fold.
I'm folding.
Fold because we have lots of better hands to defend.
Folding because I'm giving him value when he's betting ace, queen, ace, 10.
Let's see what it says. Yeah, mostly fold. Certainly not a call,
Alright,
but if you want to get frisky, it's a thing too.
yeah.
Although it's not the best thing here.
So it does, I like that. Look at that. It does the not best thing more than it does the better thing. Oh, no, I
Yeah.
read it wrong. I read it wrong.
Here's
read
the
it
same hand.
I read it wrong.
Okay,
Oh, we're playing
Oh.
this.
We're
what's the plan
checking
here?
here.
Check raise or just bet right out.
Yeah.
We have the same hand like a couple hands ago.
Ah.
Are we allowed to donk here?
We had jack
Definitely.
three, we had jack three back then. Right? Which was
Yeah,
bottom.
we had jack three. I like check raising here.
And you say the donk it's mostly around like the 6-5, 6-4 area, right? So I guess just check raise here.
Not gonna be wrong. Let's do it. Oh,
It
Ooh,
leads
we get
big
to
a
go
lot.
big.
yeah.
We hit our
Check raise
gin
was
card.
Wrong, but he ducked it.
Okay.
Now it's bet for value.
Deuce is not
Yeah.
great for our range.
87. Great for a range.
Maybe he has an ace. Yeah, like we want to bet big. He could have an ace.
Okay.
Great,
Snap call.
great.
Rip it.
Shove.
Yeah, shove.
Yeah, shove it.
Ooh, got him off.
Got him off nothing.
It was drawn for a spade.
A 9 of spades on the river would be like brutal.
Yep.
I think we still have to rip it though with the jack of spades.
I don't know. With the jack of spades, it's like we only get called by. Maybe
Don't we get called
Oh,
by
yeah.
like a 7, 8, 9, 10 of spades?
we might.
Yeah.
We might.
Or sorry, not the 9 because the 9's on the board.
I don't know. I don't know if it's a better check call there.
Donk. 80.
Nah, we only have 5-3 as a straight. No, I don't think we donk here. I think we
5-3
just,
is a straight.
yeah, I think we just either check call or check raise.
I think you just got to dab on the haters. Yeah.
Okay, what are you thinking, Scott?
I'm thinking check raise and I think there's gonna be some donking and I think very little check calling.
Okay, so we got some donking, some checking,
Yeah,
or
but-
check raising.
Yeah.
Roxanne?
I'm
Louis?
gonna donk.
How big?
48.
Let's do that.
Yeah, donk 80.
Eager.
It's there. Checks a bit. Okay. So here we are. Or double flush
So if you
draw.
switch it to like 40 big blinds, does it change? It seems like it wants to donk a lot more compared to 40 bigs,
Yeah, I think so.
right?
Yeah, there's a lot more dunking. A whole lot.
When you're 20 bigs, even though like our only straight here is 3-5. Because I'm under the impression that you want to donk when it's very connected, where you have like a lot of straights, like 7-6-5 rainbow.
We do have ace three suited as a also, not,
We're
not.
dunking for protection.
No, that's exactly
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say. Like, is it true when we have 20 big blinds, we just donk on these low boards a lot more compared to like if we had like 40?
Twice more often.
Use that way.
At this tag depth.
Okay,
At
good to
20
know.
At 20 big blinds, we're happy to show down one pair. Right? One pair is often the best that's gonna
Top
win.
pair. Yeah,
Top pair. One pair.
And it's choosing even the bigger size. Like, it's just donking like 80%. What the hell?
Yeah, because we need maximum protection.
So here we go. We paired the card that's good for our 6. So is it blast time?
It's blast time.
Yeah, I think just keep betting if that's the rationale.
So 157 Chevy or all the way?
Just
Well-
put money in, I guess.
All of it.
Punch it, Chewy.
You're still going? Wow.
nine,
Put the money in. Hope he has like 10-6 suited.
yep,
Oh, we weren't wrong. Dang.
One pair is good.
and you protect it.
All right, so it's like fuck it, let's go.
But all those flush draws in a bad position, like if he has ace king of hearts there, do you think he's snapping off?
Probably.
Right, we
Yes.
we make money if he call, we make money from his call.
Okay,
Let's make the most money from his call, I guess.
Check raise.
Oh,
reduce deuce. You want to check raise here with
three
king
to
high?
his, three to his straight on a paired board with, well, 2 overcards.
Yeah,
be a
check
check.
raise small, fold to aggression.
Check.
Okay.
Check raise small. Oh, we got there.
Oh,
Check.
he wanted to check call?
Check
Good
call.
Check call there.
Wow.
There is some check raising, but it's more check, but
Yeah.
it's.
92.
All in.
Maybe. I want to check.
We still need protection, I guess.
I want to go 92 because the ace of spades is going to go all in and we're just going to call.
So Pete, when you have enough, just let me know.
Shove,
Jam.
shove, no,
All in.
no fooling.
Sam
around.
had it.
All right. Now I know what the solver does. Just go all
If you have a pair, lose your mind.
At 20.
20 big blinds. Yep.
So nice
Makes sense.
connected board, 2 key cards and a flush draw. Got a
Backdoor
gutter.
flush, a real straight draw, 2 overs.
Do we
48.
want to donk here or do we want to check raise? Or do we just want to call off? Check call. Not lose our equity.
Yeah, I like check call.
Dunk.
It might be too
Big.
strong for, it might be too strong for a check raise.
If it's too strong for a check raise, is it a donk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause we can call it, yeah, cause we're not getting, do we think we get at 20 big blinds? If he raises, does he shove or does he raise?
He's shown a lot of propensity just to raise.
Right, just raise, then yeah, then we can donk.
Oh,
30%. 30%. Oh, no, it's 8% donk.
It's mostly a check.
And he does raise and he shoves it.
Yeah, well, I think
And
that's
we have to
probably a
fold.
fold.
I want to fold.
Yeah, we have to fold.
So there's his idea of one pair plays for all the chips.
Yeah.
Right? It's like if you want to donk your 5 or your 4 or your 3, put them all in.
Yep.
Okay. Paired board. Backdoor flush. 3 to the straight.
No overs.
2 good cards for our range.
No good.
Are we going
It's a
for a
paired
check raise
board.
here?
I think we're going for
No.
a check fold.
No, I think check raising
Oh, check.
We have danglers to the 4, we have a backdoor straight, backdoor flush.
Wow. Check is 84%. I guess we'll find out another day if we could go for the check raise. But, oh, stinky ace.
Check.
I guess we're literally at the bottom of our range. So is this gonna bluff or is this a check give up?
I think we're gonna check call.
Sorry, Roxanne, what was that?
I'm check folding.
Yeah. Let's take a peek, gets a check. But now we get to the river with literally our worst value hand. Our worst hand.
Let's hit
I
it.
think he'd bet. You think he'd bet on the turn if he had an ace.
So
All in.
Let's bet it.
80.
Go all in like he did to us when he had the 9-8 suited.
The pot was bigger. There was a bet on that one.
And he was also in position.
Yeah, I think we can do 80. I don't think it has to be
Yeah, I
big
want to do 80.
because we're not.
80 and,
Yeah, 'cause we're not
fold to
getting-
a jam.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Go all in and then show the 3 deuce. Make him
Just,
feel done.
Says
150.
150 over bet,
100%.
okay.
Wow.
but close enough. 80, like you
Good
look,
one.
80 still makes the chips, the money.
Yeah.
Right? But if you go all in, you get only called by better. Well, everything's better, but
Yeah, everything is better. So I want to go all in. He folds, and then I show the 3 deuce and stare him down.
okay.
Check
We
jam.
have one card and we have our best value hand. Louis Philippe would say, hold on, play slow.
I wouldn't check jam. I would check raise.
Yeah, check raise. I like.
Check. Oh,
Yep.
he sizes up a bit.
Oh, even better.
I think that's the best imitation I heard in a while.
Is anybody hungry? Because I could really go for a extra large ripperoni pizza.
You got one vote for a ripperoni pizza. Anyone want to
guess-
say?
I guess
call to say I flop you?
when he's betting bigger.
Yeah, when he's betting bigger, we have to. I think we have to rip it.
Okay, we got a couple of rips. Getting ready. Here comes the pie. Like we have a pair.
No, it's calling 100%.
Wow.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna let him get out of line with that king jack. Not
But
worry
if a
about
spade
this.
comes, it's so bad for us.
We're
Yeah.
holding, but like that would be the 6th spade. It's hard to find 6 spades in a deck.
Yeah, but if he has a spade, he's most likely going to call us.
I wonder if he would have called a raise but not a rip.
No.
No.
In this particular case, he's out. I mean, king jack hearts is out of there. Is he ever gonna bet again?
That's
mean,
the
he
small
ju-
raise.
Yeah, he just has the worst hand against us.
He's just gonna call with a spade against the small raise. All the ace of spades, all the kings, all the queens, all the jacks and tens and nines, and all these spades pay one street.
Yep.
Did we miss some thin value, not check raising small and then stuffing turn even, as opposed to shoving there?
In this particular case.
Yeah.
No, but against his range, but it's still not the best play. Best play is let him hang himself.
Yeah.
And not get, and not get value.
Okay, here we go. Paired board.
Check
One of
fold.
Straight, backdoor, whoa, check raise.
I'm check folding here.
Backdoor straight, backdoor flush, two overcards. This is a check raise.
Scott's getting frisky. Anyone else getting frisky?
Yeah,
It is 100% check.
I'm with Scott here. Pair board, moves to defend by raising. Let's go.
Okay. Clicking small.
Yeah. Never. But we got him. We got him, Scott.
It worked.
Well, again, remember, like he wants to get there with king high and ace high. He doesn't want to get there with queen high.
Yeah. But
So, yeah. Negative play, but
right.
So-
At 40 bigs though, that's gotta be a check raise at 40. And we're not gonna take the time to look it up, but
No, it's too the 7 and the 4. It's too far away. You don't pick up equity on the turn often enough to make the check raise. Yes, when you have a spade, you should check raise more, but I don't think that was the spot to do it.
We
Well, here
also
we have
don't
a-
even have a good spade. So it's like,
alright.
here we have a very similar situation.
Except we don't have the straight.
We're
Here,
not connected at all.
yeah,
I'm
This is
fold.
check fold.
I think we check folding here.
same.
3 to the flush with 2 overs.
Yeah, but they're not good overs.
Yep, fold.
Yeah, just fold.
Check raise worked last time. You want to try it again?
Nope,
Nope.
Okay,
that was a paired board. There was all kinds of things better about that board.
all right, here's a paired board.
And a dangler.
3 card flush or 3 card straight, no flush.
But no spade.
Little equity with king high. What do you think we're gonna do here?
Check.
Donk
Two
the
check
donk the
calls.
dangler.
We got a check, we got a donk and dangler.
King high on a paired board, it's not bad.
Yeah, donk it. That's fine.
Donk small.
Yeah.
Donk small is a very small percentage of what we do, but
Right.
it's,
It's donk big and check. It's really check.
Yeah.
Alright,
but we folded a better hand. It's interesting. We make lots of mistakes and do pretty well with it. So
do we wanna, that's how I play. Do we wanna look to see if that's a check raise against his bet?
we can take
Yeah.
a look here.
And almost certain it's going to be a check call.
So we are going to check. He is going to bet.
I think a fold is probably more EV than raising.
And
No, it's there.
No?
Look at it. Look at the king 5 offsuit.
Oh, we are supposed to
Right,
raise.
but
Oh
do
my
we need-
goodness.
Do we need a spade? No.
We don't need a
don't need
spade.
a spade.
We don't want spades.
yeah,
Check raise it.
King
Our-
5
our
no spade is just going bananas.
our spade wants more value.
Yeah.
Right, our spade has more
Our king
equity.
of spades can call.
Jeez.
All right, I'm happy with this.
Savage animals.
Yep. Yep. So Louis was right about the dangler. It was just more aggressive.
I was so sure. I was too confident on that one.
That you were gonna
So-
donk the dangler or that you were gonna
That I was gonna check call. I
check
was
call?
too confident on that one. That's how I know that I'm gonna be wrong. Is when I'm super confident.
Yep.
So here we go. We got 3 to a flush. No straight interaction. 2 good cards for us.
Donkaruski.
Check call.
Check call.
Whoa.
This has value. King high has a ton of, has showdown value.
Yeah.
This is a good king.
It's a good king.
Yeah, that's why I want to build the pot.
It's not that good, king.
Okay, so we got some check raises and some check calls. So let's see if we get there with a check. Check is most of the way.
Right?
There's a bit of donking.
Yep. And the donk is
Shit.
48. It's good to know.
Now I want to bet.
Now we got there. The king is good for his range, but we have a good king here.
Yeah.
Not
We're gonna bet
king.
87.
Right? If you think that our ace king is gonna be 3-betting, we have king, queen, king, jack, and king 10 here.
Pretty sure king 10 may be our worst king. Or sorry, best king here.
Doesn't matter.
King jack and king queen suited call, king jack offsuit calls, king queen's offsuit raise.
Oh, really? Okay.
Pre-flop.
Never mind then.
So we have some, so this is not our best king, but it's
Pretty
But-
high up there.
at 20 big blinds. This is the nuts.
Gonna bet
Pile some money in, 87, 80.
I like
87, I
87
guess.
too.
87 it is. And 87 is not the thing.
Nope.
Oh, we're
Bet
checking
small
to
is the
check raise,
thing.
I
Second
think.
bet small.
Yeah, it must be a check raise.
It's a check jam, I think, on the turn. Well, we're all in now.
Yep.
Yeah,
We're just all in
gotta
there.
go for it now.
And he's just gonna,
Pair is good. The 7 is also really good for
Oh,
our range.
check. Check it there.
Can
check
you
it.
open the spot? Are we
Yeah.
check raising the turn?
We'll see, but so are we looking to let him bluff the straight and the flush here? Right,
Yeah.
the straight that
Yes.
made it and the flush that didn't?
We don't have any spades, so we don't block
Yeah.
that bluff. Although he didn't bet the turn. I mean, he didn't bet the flop, so he's betting a lot of spades on the flop, you'd think.
So check, check. So then instead of us betting, what if we check? Oh, we can't change that?
Click on the king. Now you can
There we
change.
go. Check. So then his strategy with queen 10 suited is going to be,
Didn't he have, no, he had a set, didn't he have the set? Oh, we had the, we had the
Yeah,
four,
queen 4.
queen four, that's important.
did he have queen 4?
Yeah. So he has some bets. Let's say he bets it.
Yeah, so let's say he's gonna bet
That's
30.
That's gonna be
yeah.
small.
30? And our
Yeah, we're
response is
just
going to
we're
be-
we're just raising here. Not all in
Raising.
though, strangely. We're gonna call 50% of the time and raise.
Okay.
Ah,
Okay.
interesting. I like it.
So. We go back here where. We check. So he also arrives here with some big kings too. Right? In the, like he has some big kings that he checks on the flop. So we're kind of mixed as to whether we're better than his king or not.
Yep. And he checks all the worst ones on the turn.
Yeah,
Mostly.
and that's why we don't check raise jam there because he still has his bigger kings in range because
Yeah,
he checks king, queen, and king jack a bit there. Okay. 4-3-2.
no spade.
Just a gut.
You talking
wanna
about me?
Do we want to lead?
No,
Oh, check.
Yep.
Likes to check.
no, there's just one key card here.
Just call.
Call
Fold.
one time.
We have a gutter and 2 overs. Can we
Yeah,
even
yeah,
fold
we have a lot
here?
of equity. Let's not throw it away. Check call. Good.
Yeah.
Ooh, the top card pairs.
The only card that's in our key card range pairs.
Bet the pot. Or check. Bet the pot with this one.
All right, that's 128 in this sim.
80%.
That's good.
Check jam. Betting 128 was so bad that you got an error.
Yes, you can't even continue.
Deal a new hand. Okay.
You are
Let's
so
go.
bad, I don't even want to train you anymore.
The error should come up as go renew your poker coaching subscription and take the fundamentals class.
No, it just unsubscribed you automatically.
All right. Okay. Bit more interesting. 3 to the flush, 3 to the straight, 2 key cards. Donk or check raise or check call with king high.
Check.
I
raise.
like check calling.
Calling?
I wanna bet here.
Louis wants to bet. Scott wants to check raise. Anyone else want to weigh in?
Calling.
Louis, are you wanting to go big or little?
48.
48?
Yeah.
2 key cards?
So
That-
close.
Just a little bit bigger. Good
Mm.
choice.
Right,
I mean, we picked up equity, right? So
let's do it.
So. We're
Two
jamming
thirds
some
again.
pairs. We're jamming some pairs here, so are we jamming this?
Nope. We're just betting big.
Just big?
94.
Okay.
Checking.
It is checking a bit.
Oh, we won.
I guess, does it want to realize our equity with this king? Oh,
Ooh, dicey check raise.
It check,
Well-
last time it check call, it check called when we flopped the flush. This is close to the flush.
No, it's not.
More vulnerable. Yeah, it doesn't block any of the, it doesn't block the single spades.
Here for sure.
The thing is, if one spade shows up, we're in a really tough spot, so that's why we wanna put money in the pot now, charge a single spade. And get value, because we beat everything. He has to call with every
Hey.
pair, has to call with every high spade, has to call with sets to pair.
I'm check
Better
jamming.
Check jamming, no, don't do this.
So you want to
Do
bet it,
this.
Louis?
I wanna check raise small.
Okay,
Alright, check raise small.
good.
And you know what, at this SPR, I think I'm actually check calling all the way down, because we're too short. He wants to bet geometric, perfect. I'm just calling.
Yeah, he sized up here.
He's going geometric, so he wants to go in by the river. So let him do that.
Louis is just gonna.
Call.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep, we're not afraid of anything.
Check.
And let him bluff again.
Yep.
Remember,
Yep.
all of these are key cards for us too.
Bet.
No,
Yes.
no,
Yes.
no.
I'm
Yes.
on, you're outvoted, Vince. Once this was a check call, this is a check here. Once it was a-
Yeah, I think you gotta check again.
So Vince, you want to charge the single spade to get to the river because you're afraid they're gonna check?
Yes.
Is that an exploit that's in game?
I think that's an exploit that you can do anywhere, even against the
He's
solver.
up to no good on this texture.
I hate poker.
Good, man. Why would you bet here?
Exactly what Vince said. He wants to charge the spade for his draw.
Yeah.
And so now this is obviously a check fold, right? Or is this a check call?
Or
I
is
think
it a
we're gonna
block?
check and evaluate.
All right, get ready for the stuffalophagus.
To the stink tank.
There is
Oh,
a block
tiny
bet.
bet.
There's a block bet on that.
There is a block. Yeah, 3%.
It's a thing.
I think we
So
can
the-
fold here, actually.
Yeah.
No,
Fold.
Call with sets, 2 pair straights, flushes.
Okay.
So we're getting 4-1 here.
He's kind enough that we're not even losing our stack.
Yeah.
That's what I call kindness.
So his bet here is meant to push us off a pair. So we're folding any one paired hand here. Are we folding the 3? Probably not.
If we're calling the 7-8, we can call the 3. We're
Hmm,
geniuses.
Surprising. I thought we needed the call here. I was pretty sure.
Beat the solver.
Oh, it's a fold.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't
it's
see
not a
that.
good call.
No.
No, it's not.
Yeah, look,
Oh.
look at this fold. Like, I'm all about the disciplined laydowns, you know?
Check call.
Yeah.
After this one, I'm gonna make a trip to the loo. I'll let you take the screen back here, Louis, but we'll do
Sure.
this one.
Hey, thanks a lot, Pete. Man. Very
problem.
appreciative.
Thanks, Peter.
So we got the marginal made hand with a gut shot.
Check call.
I check call.
It
No.
had lots of leads and leads big with
It
2
has a lot.
cards.
Yep.
Never checks.
Eh,
It's tiny bit. And now he bets big.
Call.
call.
You certainly can't
Yes.
fold.
And you can't raise the big bet with this. This is
Yeah.
this. Raise.
Raising.
You can't raise. It's never call.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
All in or raise small.
One pair likes to stuff. But now we got
Right.
to this turn. So what do you think he should do here? We don't block any diamonds from continuing to barrel.
Check. Not a good card.
Okay, he didn't even barrel a diamond. So do we
I think
take our
just check
marginal?
here.
Do we
Check
bet the
call.
4? Do we bet the 459 to try to get called by an ace?
Very thin value?
Yeah, that's what it would be. It'd be
Oh,
very thin
yeah.
value and it would be blocking, and it would be blocking a 7 from betting.
I don't mind the block bet either. I think
get a
block
little-
bet or check call is fine.
Block bet or check call.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
well,
I'd
he,
rather check call.
I check your third pair, you rarely bet, block bet third pair.
I'd like to check call this.
he checked the turn with the diamond draw, so he didn't pick up equity and want to continue barreling. So ace high would want to check the turn here. Right? It bets
Yeah.
big on the flop and then checks the turn. Try and realize showdown. I think 59 is not bad, but you guys want to check and see if they bluff?
He's gonna show us 6-5 of diamonds.
Well,
And
you
it's
got
not
what you
just
wanted.
here. It's never bet small, call.
Turning it into a bluff.
It's never
Okay.
betting small.
It's not value betting here, right?
Yeah. All right.
No, ripperoni.
It's a raise.
It's a rip.
Right.
Shove it.
Thanks a
Got
lot,
a
Pete.
7 to fold.
Thank you.
problem.
You're pretty good at this, Pete.
Well, I've been watching you do it for 6 months and I'm Canadian.
Alright, does anybody else wanna click the button? Does anybody
barely
else
hear
wanna do the clicking, or are we wrapping it up for today?
Probably good for the day.
Okay,
Yeah, it's been a good session, right?
right.
Yes.
Thanks a lot, everybody. It was a